Well, the stage is set. Perfect storm situation, 1 versus 2. Southern Conference showdown from the mountains of western North Carolina on a homecoming and a sold-out Saturday here in Cullowhee at E.J. Whitmire Stadium. Bob Watersfield, welcome into our ESPN coverage of Southern Conference football. Daniel Hooker alongside John Brandon III and JB3. We've got two offenses. You as a defensive guy, I don't know if you're going to want to cover your eyes, run away and hide, or maybe you're licking your lips, ready to go, because there's going to be a lot of offense today, at least we see on paper.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot of firepower coming from both sides, whether it's in the run game or if he's in the pass game. Hopefully defense come up, they show up for this one for sure.
Both defenses are going to be challenged. You talk about 1 versus 2. You've got two of the top teams in the Southern Conference. 10 in one poll, 12 in another for Mercer, 24th ranked for Western Carolina in that poll. Again, this one, nothing gets bigger than this matchup here. The Bears an opportunity, as you look at the standings, an opportunity to win the Southern Conference Championship and the automatic qualifier today. Western Carolina work to do after this, but nothing bigger than today's game.
For sure, for sure. It's going to be a tale of the SoCon right here and a beautiful color of the afternoon, man. I'm ready to see it.
We talk about the two quarterbacks in this game, and there's the ones we got to watch. How about Braden Atkinson, the freshman? He's been phenomenal.
Braden Atkins, man, he's poised. Every time he's in the pocket, he already knows where he wants to go, picking the defense apart, taking what the defense gives you. Very smart athlete right there.
Hard to believe that Coach Jacobs said, I wasn't sure if he was ready in week 1 against UC Davis. He has definitely been ready since coming in. All he's done is win for this Mercer Bear squad. And speaking of a guy that all he's done is won, 10 starts for Teron Dickens for Western Carolina. He's 9-1 as a starter. Another guy that's been phenomenal at the quarterback position.
I'm telling you, since he's came back and played his game, he's been controlling this offense, really being a point guard for his team, whether it's going over the air and finding guys deep or even using his legs and making up extra yards.
So again, get a look at James Tyre there, one of his favorite targets, 10 touchdowns. We'll talk about him all afternoon long. At some point, I promise, John, we'll talk about the defenses, because that could be the difference in today's game. Which defense can find the stop, which defense can come up with a big play. And then don't forget about special teams. Western Carolina got off to a great start on special teams a week ago at Chattanooga. And I tell you what, all we got to do is let the pictures tell the story. It's Western Carolina. It's Mercer. It's going to be a big game, atmosphere ready to go. Take a look at C.J. Miller. Don't forget about the big fella in the run game. And how could you not talk about Andrew Zock? How is Andrew Zock the Defensive Player of the Year preseason and Freshman of the Year a year ago? An afterthought in the early part of this talk.
Yeah, I mean, he's just really just a stout guy, stout talent too. So you also got on Western side, you got James Tyre, always finds the end zone. And like you said, we're talking about DBs, you got Ken Moore as well to watch out for as well, man.
Mercer Bears kick it off to Western Carolina to get this thing underway. They will kick it out of bounds, barely. It's a game of inches, and it shows right there. Catamounts now will get the ball to 35.
I'm telling you, special teams is going to be a big play right here, and maybe that comes down and bites them later on. We'll see how the game gets going.
That one just missed hitting that old coffin corner. Talk about our keys to the game, John. And, again, offense has got to be at the top of it. Defensive stops got to find a way, but talk about our keys to the game.
All right, so for Mercer right now, they have to contain Western Carolina's firepower and be balanced, whether it's in pass on the run in the road right here too. And for Western Carolina, they got to eliminate the big plays, and momentum is key right now, but always remember to play your game.
Keep an eye on this Mercer Bear defense. Last year it was takeaways for points. This year it's been tackles, playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Number 1 in the country in sacks. Teron Dickens, the quarterback for Western Carolina. He's going to look to throw it. First play out of the gates, looking deep. He's got Dominic Dutton back there, and it's going to be incomplete. Underthrew him.
He has to literally let that fly right there. He had a lot of room, it looks like, to throw it and gets his guy right in front of him, but it just came out short right there. Kind of measured it wrong.
Dominic Dutton, the speedster, went to South Carolina as a track guy, transferred back to...
It's just right there, just short.
Yeah, transferred to Old Dominion to play football. Here is a transfer for Western Carolina, but taking a shot on the first play of the game. How about that for Western Carolina? Dickens looking downfield again, trying to make something happen with his feet. He'll be run out of bounds. He's going to be hit well out of bounds near sideline. Good pursuit by the Bears.
Yeah.
But nobody open downfield.
Not right there. But that's the thing with Dickens. He can come out when you move that pocket away from him. You can go instead and also use his legs as well.
Talk about 2,200 yards. All of this in just 6 games. 2,200 yards. He would rank inside the top 50 nationally as an individual, just with 2 or 3 less games than a lot of other quarterbacks.
Man, playmaker right there in 5.
10th in the country in passing yards. But has a big third down here. Took a shot, incomplete. Here's the pressure, the throw downfield.
Oh, what a catch
by Branson Adams, but not going to move the chains.
Like we'll get a flag too back there too.
And they get a roughing the passer in the backfield. We'll get an official ruling. Our official today, Jake Grombeck.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 91 to the defense. Second forcible act. A 15-yard penalty added to end the last run includes an automatic touchdown.
So there's a big play early in this ball game. Again, if you're Mercer, you want to take your shots on the quarterback. You want to make sure that Teron Dickens knows what he's up against.
For sure.
There's a late push there, and again, a little helmet contact maybe, drew the foul. But it's one of those things that they were off the field on third down, and now you got to play one more down at least.
Got to be smart.
See if the Catamounts go to the run game at all here. Finally they do, and it's Branson Adams who gets the start in place of Patrick Boyd. Adams presented one of the starters beginning of the year, went out with an injury back at the Elon game, but is finding a way back into the lineup, found a way in slowly last week. Rudell Small, running back coach, said we wanted to get him back in the feel of the game, and they did so a week ago.
Very great. That's an easy run right there, just trying to get this started, so we'll see what he come up with right here.
And second down and about 6. They go left side this time with Adams trying to get the running game going. We've talked about the run game. Didn't really mention that with Western Carolina. We talked about Dickens. We talked about Tyre. We mentioned the track star Dom Dutton. Didn't really talk about the run game, but a stable of backs they'll run with. Nobody has a lot of yards because they distribute it between 4, maybe 5 guys.
I think it's a collective game right there when it comes down to the running back room for Western Carolina. It's been great to share, but everybody eats.
Back up the middle for Adams, and he nearly breaks it, but will have a first down. Catamounts with a little bit of a surge there at the point of attack, and Branson Adams, who was really used out of the backfield as a receiver more than a running back a week ago at Chattanooga, enters return.
But you see what Coach Bell is doing, though. He's being real true to this run game right here and still being a balance right there, how you talked about this week.
And only 1 carry a week ago. He caught a couple passes out of the backfield. Dickens now extending the play with his feet, making something positive out of nothing, but again, great pursuit. And this is a young defense for Mercer that flies around. I mean, you got to love it if you're a defensive guy. Yeah, you want to have that veteran group that kind of stays at home and knows what's happening, but these guys, if they're going to make a mistake, they're going to make it 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, and that's the best thing. When it comes to a defense, you always want to have that many hats or when the ball is at every time.
Dickens able to extend plays. One of the things Kerwin Bell says he loves about his quarterback. Second down and 9. Catamounts, after the kickoff out of bounds, started from their own 35. Adams looking for some running room up the middle. Big time hit coming downhill. And a big time linebacker hit flying through there. Catamounts, though, will, again, being patient, being methodical, and again, you got to think that first shot you come out of the gates and you throw the ball 60 yards downfield, and now you're like, all right, let's take the 4 or 5 yards we can get.
Got to. Coach Bell is letting know, hey, we're still going to take shots now. There's nothing we're scared of. We're still going to play our game and go downfield.
Empty backfield for Dickens. 5 in the pattern. Nobody open. Pressure comes. He's got a man all alone. There he is.
Touchdown!
It's Michael Rossin. Touchdown, Western Carolina.
Rossin.
Michael Rossin, the freshman.
What a play right there.
Again,
play.
Empty backfield. It's good on good. It's 5 on 5 up front, and offensive line provides the protection. Dickens uses his feet, rolls to the outside.
They got to see right there. Dickens sees the pocket collapsing, but he has his eyes downfield. So right when Rossin was able to get open right there, just threw him open right there for like a corner, post corner right there, man. What a great touchdown, man.
Marcus Trout, the freshman kicker, on for Western Carolina, looking for the PATs, perfect on the year, and stays just that. Catamounts will draw first blood in this first place Southern Conference Showdown on homecoming Saturday. It's Western Carolina 7. It's Mercer, no score, here in Cullowhee. And knows a thing or two about defense. How about in this rivalry with Mercer? How about a 6 on it? Pick 6 there. A house call for John Brandon.
Come on, man. You love that, though. I love seeing that, man. It's
John,
been great, man. I love this game. I love it. This atmosphere as well, especially this big game right here for homecoming.
But the asterisk beside it, John, you never beat Mercer. The asterisk beside it. We got to throw that out there again.
That is true.
In the vein of transparency, but again, that was it really got the offense going that day, because offense was struggling at that time back in 2019. But the pick 6 for John Brandon in this matchup against the Bears.
It was just get going, man. That's it. That's all. Just need to make a play.
Short kickoff's going to be returned from about the 7-yard line. Near side, tripped up, nice play, and now a flag comes in as well.
A big hit right there, number 36. Yeah,
our second penalty of the day, second flag, as Jamori Downing comes in and with the special teams play. We'll get the call from our official. Looks like it's going to be an illegal block on the Bears.
Wow.
And another costly penalty to start this game for the top 10 Bears.
That's not like them, though. You got to actually pay attention to that.
Illegal block in the back, number 7 of the receiving team. That 10-yard penalty enforced from the spot of the foul. First down.
So now Mercer and their offense will be backed up to start this ball game. Again, a penalty on a roughing the passer call on a 3rd down where they got the stop. Mercer did the job. And now we'll get a look at the other outstanding freshman quarterback, an offensive line that's only given up 2 sacks all season long. That's got to be a rallying cry if you're Western Carolina's defense. But Braden Atkinson, looking forward to watching the youngster work here.
For sure. I will see what he got right here in the shotgun position.
C.J. Miller in the backfield will split out now. Looking downfield across the middle. First pass out of his hand. Again, coach talked about him, scouting report. He gets it out of his hand quickly. You said it before. He knows where he wants to go with the football. And even that delivery, just smooth, silky smooth. And you got to wonder, how did a guy get out of the state of North Carolina to find his way
every time? And
down
coach
to Central Georgia?
He's always in the film room all the time, too. So that's always a thing when it comes to his game.
The youngster, Atkinson, turns hands off left side. Around the edge, Catamounts build a wall. Nicely done in the run game. Kenmore Jr., one of our impact players. We talked about him more in the back end as a guy with 3 interceptions. But how about that play in the run game? Run support.
Right there, he just sees his guy coming over, but goes and defeats the block with his hands and gets the guy over, and then comes down with a leg and gets runner back down on the floor.
Now, defensive backs, did you guys like helping in the run game, or did you want to be just
got to be balanced?
Okay.
But I like the ball in my hands.
That's a good coach speak answer. 3rd and medium. Atkinson over the top, finds the tight end, should be a first down, lunges for it, and they'll move the sticks.
Right there, Sky's on the play right there. It looked like he was sitting in his zone, seeing the tight end, number 86, for Mercer get open, but able to make a play on it.
As Samuel Albee gets open, now going quickly. Bears kick it out of the backfield, and a slip, but a tackle made just the same. That's Shad Dabney. Cameron Dabney, the grad student transferring in for 1 more season, makes a play there.
Looks like we got a flag on the field, too.
Yeah, flag here on the near sideline. Could be in the area of a sideline warning.
Illegal substitution. 12 or more players were on the defensive side of the ball at the time of the snap. 5-yard penalty enforced from previous spot. Replay, 2nd out.
Well, Western Carolina on 3rd downs oftentimes will rotate and go with a little different look of a defense. They'll go with more safeties. They'll go with more nickels. They'll stand guys up, pass rush guys instead of run stoppers. But when you go quickly after a 3rd down completion, you keep those guys stuck on the field. How about the heady play by the Mercer Bears, understanding what Western Carolina's been doing and then trying to take advantage of it.
And then going fast. That's really quick. Get the defense, stay the defense on their toes.
Play fake, near side, all alone.
A lot of space over there.
Kendall Harris has it. He's got room to run. Catamounts finally track him down as Samori Dukes comes up to help make the play. And Kendall Harris, the Concord, North Carolina native, and just like that, from the shadow of their own goalpost, that Mercer Bear offense starting to click.
Right there, just getting back on the ball and doing just a simple play, a little out route right there, and let my guy run with space. Good job. Good play by Harris.
Bears going with tempo. Catamount defense faces their offense with tempo. Out of the backfield, little rub route off the top. Catamount swarm and keep it to a minimal gain. That looked like it had potential.
Yeah, right there. Sky sees him right there, sitting as a corner right there. Hey, I know what the play is. I see the guy with the ball. Let me just go attack, and gets Harris down real quick after a 1-yard gain.
And we saw Harris go up top a little bit. That time they try to go with the size. You talk about a guy that's 6'1", 200, prototypical wide receiver for the league.
Yeah, for sure.
Gain of 1. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Atkinson looking downfield.
Wow.
Got a man all alone. Busted coverage,
wow.
but he just missed him. The
Just
freshman
overthrows him.
just overthrew him.
Just overthrows him.
And blown coverage for Western Carolina. They've had trouble times this year with even with 2 deeps. What's the one thing, John, as a defensive guy and 2 deep you can't have happen?
Right there, get your guy right past you. As you can see, man, he just literally gets past Ken Moore with one move and able to create space. But right there, Atkinson just missed him right there. The quarterback's still trying to find their touch in this game right now, as you can see.
Ajante Dabbs was all alone in his own zip code.
Way open right there, man. We'll see what they do right here on the 3rd down. This is huge.
3rd and long. Catamounts again with that active defensive front. Pass comes near side, looking for his man, but he's just out of reach again. Pressure, not heavy, but I think Atkinson might have felt it around him a little bit.
Right there, you just see the pocket collapsing a little bit. So Atkinson doesn't feel as comfortable to set his feet and get that perfect touch on that inside fade right there to Smith.
So again, nerves perhaps. Again, a big game for everybody involved. And I think Mercer might have played in a few more of these big-time games than as Western Carolina this year. Again, Mercer, the defending champions. You know, if you're on top of the mountain, you're there until they get you knocked off the mountain.
I feel like every game you go into at that point, once you've reached your first big game, every big game after that is a big game. So you don't want to lose what you already have.
Punt opportunity coming on here as McConnell tries to drop it in. How about that? Picture perfect to the 1-yard line.
Listen, man, that's
Catamounts.
Special teams. When the offense and defense do play good and they do their job, special team is going to be the biggest one right there.
Catamounts will be 99 yards away from pay dirt. They lead 7-0. A chance to grab a 2-score advantage. Bears looking to capitalize on deep field position after this.
The mission: sneak inside, give out Pepsi, don't get caught.
Just try it.
All right.
Trust me?
Pepsi makes the carne asada taste even better.
Right? Well, I gotta go now.
You just got here. You can't leave yet.
I've been here for 6 hours. Wow. Tia, you are so strong. Have some more? More. Wow.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, it's my 3rd plate. Go without me. Just save yourselves.
Did you know Ingalls only sells USDA Choice and Prime cuts of meat? Maybe it's time to reward yourself. Our butchers cut all our meat fresh in the store every day. Grass-fed, organic, you name it. Not only that, we'll even cut it to order just the way you like it. And we grind meat fresh in the store multiple times a day. It's all in the bag. That's the best meat in town for the best folks in town. Ingalls. Low prices. Love the savings.
Mountain Credit Union is your guide through every season. Hey everybody, it's Chris Angel from Mountain Credit Union. This time of year can bring more than just chilly mornings. It can bring extra expenses too. At Mountain Credit Union, we're your neighbors and we've got your back. From holiday budgets to heating costs, our affordable rate loans and savings tools are here to keep you prepared so you can focus on what matters most. Because at Mountain Credit Union, commitment to our community isn't seasonal. It's who we are. So stop by one of our local branches today or visit mountaincu.org to learn more. Insured by NCAA, Equal Housing Lender.
7-0 Western Carolina out in front on a packed house here on homecoming. This is a series 12th all-time meeting. Catamounts won the first 2, but since then, it's been all orange and black as they've won 9 in a row, have the Bears.
Man, they just got to come up with something now, man. Losing 9 in a row, that's a tough one. So we'll see what they can do here.
And it'll have to come off their own goal line now. And now a quick stop. Free play for the Catamounts. Wow. Dickens going to take a shot downfield. Oh, and that's a big-time collision. And now we'll keep an eye to make sure that Ja Boyd is okay. He jumps up quickly. Bears jumped off sides. Catamounts had a free opportunity. And how about Ja Boyd? Just his 2nd game for Western Carolina. Dickens, one-on-one with him, said, you know what to do.
Yeah, you know, it's like a little Aaron Rodgers type of thing, the fame right there. Once you get the D-line to jump off sides, hey, I might as well take a shot, man. It's a free play at this point. So Boyd just could come down with it right there, but it would have been a tough play, man.
So the Offsides penalty on Mercer gives the Catamounts a 1st and 5, moves it off the goal line just a bit. Dickens turns, hands off. Catamounts looking for the big run, and this time it's Kamari Reed back in the backfield for Western Carolina. 20 in purple. He's missed a couple of games with a high ankle sprain. If you ever had a high ankle sprain, the two worst injuries in football, high ankle sprain and turf toe. Neither one of them sound like they're that bad, but if you have never had them, holy cow.
Man, sit down. Sit down.
Now, Teron Dickens not happy with his freshman tight end, Josiah Thomas, who was on the wrong side of the formation. Dickens in trouble. Look at that move. He hit the old, what is that, the L1 button?
Yeah, really, though. The side step, really. That's Dickens just being a leader right there, man. Just trying to get his guys in the right spot. Like I said earlier, he's being a point guard for his offense. Hey, you need to be here. Let's get right. He knows what they need to do. He's just getting them right.
Just needed a couple of yards. We'll get the first for Western Carolina. But, again, Mercer playing so much on the other side of the line of scrimmage. That's key for this Bears team, has been all year. Dickens fakes the handoff, the batted back pass. Big time pressure right at the point of attack. Jordan Swain was right there. And if the big fella could have squeezed it, he might have had a big man celebration going on.
That would have been crazy if he had caught that like that. But you see, he just made a move on the O-lineman right there, then was able to see that Dickens was about to make a throw, and then, hey, put his hands up once he see the throw about to happen. That's a great play for him.
Yeah, under 6 foot tall as a quarterback for Dickens. Maybe the one reason he ended up in Cullowhee out of high school. Pocket holds up. Dickens all day to throw over the middle. Finds his tight end, the freshman Josiah Thomas, right at the sticks. Sitting down in that zone, and that'll move the chains for Western Carolina. That'll make up for being in the wrong position a couple of plays ago.
Yeah, right there. Just getting back on track right there. And what Coach Bell just did right there, just try to find, hey, put your guy right in front of you, especially exploit that zone.
See if the Catamounts, they've gone to the ground as much as they've gone to the air so far. Here's another run by Reed and a big-time hit coming downhill. And we haven't talked about him much today, but Drew Clare, talk about the job that he can do. He's a big-time, the team's leading tackler and prototypical middle linebacker. I love those big guys that play in the middle.
Yeah, for sure. They're basically the commando of the commander and the chief right there, that defense right there, being that coach on the field, getting guys right there and making big plays, seeing where something happens.
Minimal gain on the ground, 2nd down, 8. Dickens, first option not there, second option not there, third option going to take it himself and just gets back past the line of scrimmage. Right now, you got to be impressed. Again, Dickens has done a lot with his feet, but he's not really impacted it that much so far. This defense is doing a nice job of hanging on to him.
Yeah, right there. Coach did say, for Mercer, definitely said they wanted to keep him in a cage in a way. So basically, you know, he can use his legs and get out of the pocket, and that's where he's dangerous at. So they're just trying to keep him in that pocket and have him make his decisions right there.
Yeah, welcome to 2025 in college football. Words like cage mean something totally different. Dickens, backside pressure. He feels it, avoids it, looking downfield. Got 2 men well downfield. Going to throw it. It's going to be deflected and knocked away. Maybe trying to force one there on a 3rd and long. Probably could have stepped up and run for at least the first down there.
Yeah, that's what Coach Bell definitely tried to talk to him about. Like last week, he was trying to do a little bit more. Right there, you can just see him moving out the pocket, and that's where he's dangerous at, and had 2 guys over there right there. But number 17, Mercer, made a great play on it. Right there, Hutchinson. Yeah,
Caleb Hutchinson coming downhill. Catamounts will have to punt it away. You had 2 guys in the vicinity. And now Stephen Brantley will come on to punt for Western Carolina.
Looks like a shift here right here. Might be a rugby kick coming on.
Offset, line drive.
Wow, what a punt.
Open field, tackle missed. Looking for running room, and he'll just take it out of bounds. Way to build the cage around it. That's Julian Quintero. 39 in purple, does an outstanding job. He's kind of been a special teams guy. And Kerwin Bell has prided himself. He goes, look, he tells his guys, and Coach Jacobs does the same. He goes, you're 1 play away from being the guy.
Yeah.
You talked to Braden Atkins at the beginning of the year in that opening game against UC Davis. You're 1 play away from being my guy. I need you to be ready.
Yeah.
Well, these guys, you might be on special teams today. You might be starting in the defense tomorrow.
Exactly.
And so got to be ready, and does a nice job there. Wait, another look. Mercer holds serve after the Catamounts took the opening drive down and scored. Forced to punt their first possession, and now the Bears have it back. Good field position. After the special teams play, Atkinson rolls to his right. He's got a man again looking for the shot. There it is. Big time shot downfield. That's double coverage. And the freshman finds it to Braden Smith. That's the Braden to Braden connection, and a big-time gain for the Bears.
Man, right there, just right there, you can see him after that play action, kind of got the defense to stick a little bit, but then he didn't miss this one at all with that big throw right there and a big play right there. Wow, what a great catch and throw by the Bradens.
Calmed down just a little bit and able to deliver that one, and that's against one of the best cover corners for the Catamounts, Hassan Sykes.
Yes.
Run game, Catamounts bottled it up. They spent so much time focused on let's make them one-dimensional. Don't let the run game beat you. Make it be a combination. Make it be something where the freshman quarterback has to beat you. Now, he's very capable, as we've already seen.
For sure, and he's success all throughout the season, but he's just trying to get, hey, we don't have to worry about two things at once. Let's just worry about one thing. Let's eliminate, tell them they can't do it, and so they can go and just exploit one way.
2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard gain. 18-yard line and moving. Handoff right side, bottled up. Minimal gain again for C.J. Miller. And Miller, you talk about a guy, 4 times this year he's gone over the century mark. He's riding back-to-back 100-yard rushing games.
Yeah.
Which is impressive when you look at what they've also done throwing the football.
Exactly. They're a dangerous offense right there, especially when you have a firepower in the offense with the quarterback and the runner back. Man, you don't know what to do. But we'll see what the Western Carolina comes up here right now in the red zone.
Big 3rd down play here. First quarter ticking away, 4 minutes and change. 2 receivers near side, Miller in the backfield. Will stay in the block, wide open, bust, 5, touchdown Bears.
Touchdown. Oh,
they're going to say he stepped out. They're going to say he stepped out.
Oh.
He tight-roped the sideline, far side.
Could have been a toe.
Look at him, he's like.
I know he feels that.
Oh.
Right there, too. Trying to get on the sideline, too, man. Momentum, man.
Man, Samuel Albee. Well, you get that big frame going.
Yeah.
Samuel Albee.
It's good to turn the corner.
Big guy up the field, wide open, out of the backfield, perfectly drawn up play, but all 6'5", 235, the junior rumbling.
Yeah.
They're going to say he stepped out back at about the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, Mercer. Catamounts showing pressure. Handoff, Miller, patient run, right up the gut. That's a touchdown for the Bears.
Just found a hole, honestly. He just couldn't do it. Like, found a hole, been patient, let the block set up for themselves, went right down the middle, and scored. What a touchdown.
Opened up Main Street like it was the homecoming day parade.
I'm telling you.
Made it his own right there, and the Bears will answer now and look for the equalizing PAT. Reese Griffith, an outstanding kicker. 38 of 38 on the year. Looking to tie it up and silence the homecoming crowd momentarily. Kick is up, and it is good. 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. Mercer with the big strike play ability finishes it off. The big fella. Talk about 22 in orange and white. Miller puts 6 on it, and we're tied at 7 in Cullowhee. Yeah, packed house here in Cullowhee. Biggest game in Western North Carolina in quite some time. 24th ranked Catamounts trying to buck a trend, and they've lost their last 8 games when coming into a ball game with a number next to their name. 24th in the country, back in the rankings this week. And again, biggest game the Catamounts have played in some time here, John.
Man, this feels a little different, though. I don't know. It's been a big game, but this is what you want to. This is what you play for right here. This environment, this time, this championship.
Griffith puts this one through the end zone after his first kickoff went out of bounds right at the 1-yard line. Catamounts went 65 yards in 9 plays on their opening drive. Tried to come off their own 1-yard line, were unable to do so, had to punt it, and then Mercer marches 68 yards on 5 plays. A 50-yard pass kind of spurred that along on the catch to Braden Smith on the Braden to Braden matchup there, and get that 5-play drive. And now now you can settle back in. Now the pageantry, now it's just football, right?
Yeah. Now it's just a balance. Like, all right, now what do we do and what have we done, and let's get back to how we play our game right here. After all the hypeness and everything goes away.
Kick out of the backfield. Patrick Boyd bounces off the first one, and now he's off to the races. Boyd has outstanding speed.
Man, right there. You see him making a guy miss and just using this speed and keep it going right there to pick up that big first down. Right there, just a swing pass right there, getting it out to your guy and letting him do what he does. And right there, Boyd using his speed, getting off slippery, getting off guys and making a first down right there for the Catamounts.
Big pass play, and it comes not to a wide receiver, but out of the backfield. James Tyre in motion. Catamounts don't look at him. They come back near side. Boyd nearly stumbled out of his route, but he'll have second consecutive completion to Patrick Boyd, a converted wide receiver. And they said, you know, we got to have him on the field and the ball in his hands a little more. They moved him to running back a year ago.
Seems like it's worked out, honestly.
Yeah,
using that speed, and you still see he has that ability to catch out the backfield as well. So that's always something he'll never lose, being able to make a play and be dangerous.
142 yards rushing in his opener, and how about almost 3 in a row?
Try to one-handed right there. But the thing, just to get him out of space once again, probably creating a different matchup, having him go against the linebacker, number 51, Claire. So seeing what he can do and just make a move and get open.
Catamounts will go now with their 3rd different running back already. Well, make it 4th different running back now as Markel Townsend checks in. We've seen Adams, Townsend. Catamounts had Patrick Boyd and Kamari Reed have all seen action. 3rd down and long here, just shy of midfield. Catamounts, Dickens overfires and just on the deflection, almost came up with it. Dickens a little amped up on that one. Catamounts on the year, a team that converts 42% on 3rd down, but unable to convert there, and that will probably stall the drive here at midfield, and nearly intercepted. Only 1 pick so far this year in the 6 games. Now this the 7th that Dickens has played.
Right there, man. Just overthrows the receiver just by a little bit, but it almost was as dangerous. Almost Thomas right there from Mercer Bears almost got his hands on it, but couldn't come up with it.
Thomas almost ended up with it. One for Mercer
Thomas.
Or Jay Thomas for Western Carolina. Fair catch called for. That one fielded. Good coverage. Hank Bodine. Also Julian Quintero. Of course, Bodine, a legacy name in Cullowhee. His father's the all-time leading tackler for this defense in history. And now Mercer an opportunity. Their first chance now to try to jump on top in this nationally ranked matchup. Number 10 in one poll, 12 in another. Catamounts 24 in both polls. Again, back in the rankings. Biggest game they've played this year. And they all are big from this point forward. New look on the defensive front. Kenyon Partridge in. Jermichael Wilson up front for Western Carolina. 1st and 10, Mercer. Call it the 14-yard line. Atkinson looking downfield, got his man on an out route, underthrows it a bit. It's going to be deflected.
Just dropped right there, man. It looks like Skies didn't time his jump right there, and then it looks like, Harris had his hands on it for the first end, but then drops it at the last minute right there.
Yeah, that one was caught twice and dropped twice.
It looks like just a little outing sale type of concept right there, and then you can see Skies missed his jump right there, but Harris had his hand on it but wasn't able to come down completely with it. I know he's hitting his head right there for that one.
Well, John is an old DB. They say there's a reason you play defensive back, right? Miller looking for some running room. He's going to get to the edge, and that's it.
That statement not for all of us, though.
Okay,
that statement not But for certain people, it does work.
And no offense to Hassan Sykes on that play. He just, again, he tried to high point the football. I think it hung on him longer than he thought.
Nah.
And they talk about this wide receiver core for Mercer, the prototypical size.
Yes.
And now another big third down. Settling into things here. Catamount faithful coming to full song, 3rd and 8.
Watch out for the inside fades by these slot receivers right there. That's been a big thing they've been attacking. But like it's maybe in the fire zone there might have it for Western.
Catamounts again jumping around at the line of scrimmage. Nobody with their hand in the dirt. Backside pressure hit as he releases and he overthrows. Again, pressure coming late. Atkinson rather looking for a potential flag. He was hit right as he released that football. And again, there's so much about mechanics of throwing a football. If you're not able to follow all the way through there sometimes, that's just a little bit that it was off.
Yeah. Or even your feet, and then they talk about your hips. There's a lot of like ticky-tacky things that when it comes down to it, that really helps with the mechanics of your throw. So that is huge right there.
And one of the few times today we've talked about pressure from Western Carolina's defensive front.
They're being felt right there when it comes to the pocket for Atkinson. He can't able to get a good throw and a good way to have a.
John McConnell nearly blocked it. His own man nearly blocked it himself. Catamount should get great field position. His tire, fair catch, just shy of midfield. Talk about a guy that rolled out of bed and fell into a championship, and he did a lot of great things last year. But we talk about Mike Jacobs, the job that he was able to do, taking over for Drew Cronick. I joked with him earlier this week. I said, what's in the water in Hickory, North Carolina, Lenore Rhine, and the passion and the pedigree that coaches that come through there have. And Mike Jacobs, an excitable guy to talk to, an old O-line guy, a no-nonsense kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's got to be a kind of player, a coach that a player would love to go play for.
Oh, definitely, man. Especially if the guys like the offensive side for sure, because he's always on his offense and trying to get the guys on the right place. But I love his energy, man. He's been a great person to talk to this week.
First play, Dickens looking to the out route. There's Jalen Terzado,
makes
a man miss. Terzado.
Oh, using that speed, man, going up the sideline.
Just the 3rd game that Terzado's been able to play. Terzado came here a couple of seasons ago, transferred out, then transferred back, and this is why the Catamounts wanted to bring him back.
As you can see, he just made a one simple move and able to get north right there and get up the field, get a big first down for this Catamount offense.
Dickens 3 of 5 passing now, in trouble in the backfield. Just able to get away, but did he go down? Yes, he did. Sack for the Bears.
Right there.
Didn't
you can see
get
the
a lot of
pocket
him.
collapsing fast right there once he said hut.
That's what Mercer does right there. Pressure on a quarterback. Again, didn't get a big hit on him, but they got him down. The elusive Dickens slipping a bit right around the logo, but good pressure by the Bears. And now brings up 2nd and long. Inside the final minute of the opening frame. Dickens, straight quarterback run, takes a big hit. They don't want to run him too much because, again, this is a Bear defense that likes to lay the lumber. They'll put a lick on you.
I'm sorry.
Now,
Julian Fox right there, man. He definitely found a good lick on Dickens right there, but he read that play, sniffed it out, and was able to go full speed and fast, man, with aggressiveness right there for that big smack.
We'll see. There's 2 seconds difference, game clock and play clock. Will the Catamounts try to run one more play in the first quarter? 3rd and long. We'll call it 15 to go after the run. He's going to snap it. Dickens, good pressure by the Bears. Dickens gets away, looking for his man.
Taking
He's
a shot.
Terzado. Terzado, pass interference call as Terzado. It's thrown not one but twice as Terzado. But again, you got to look at it. DB didn't get his head around and just ran through the man, and that's going to draw the call just about every time. Thomas doesn't like it, but he ran through the receiver.
It's a tough play right there as a defender, man.
Well, if he does that, it doesn't make contact. You call him the genius.
Yeah, exactly. It's a tough play right there for Hutchinson, man.
Yeah,
he wants to get around and try to look for the ball, but it's like, man, I'm out of phase, but I still got to make a play right there. So, man, it's an easy call for the ref, but a tough play for Hutchinson to even try to make a play.
Well, I mean, you're already beat. And again, you take the penalty maybe because that's a touchdown otherwise.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, the key
blessing
of defense.
And a curse. Blessing and a curse.
Yeah,
you gotta live what you get right there.
The key on defense, make them snap it one more time. Here with 2 seconds left, Catamounts will hand it off. Boyd runs into the middle of that line, and now the pile surging one way or the other. The day and age of tush push, I personally feel like I wish they'd blow the whistle a little bit quicker. That's where guys get injured.
Yep.
But one quarter is in the books. We'll talk to John Brandon about the atmosphere and how it compares to maybe playing in the next level, the league. Yeah. College football Saturday at its best. 7-7 after one between the Catamounts and the Bears in Cullowhee. One of the familiar faces for both of these programs is Evan Barr, strength and conditioning coordinator now down at Mercer. He also held the same title here in Cullowhee. And John Brandon, you know a thing or two about this man. John Brandon, you worked under this guy. Man, you look like you do because of the way he worked you in that weight room. Look at that, the sleeveless. Isn't that just prototype? That's just the typical picture.
Nah, really, man. I love Evan Barr. Not just Evan, but his family as well, man. They're always involved, not just with things on the field. They cared for you. They get you right, man. So anything I could go to for him, man, he always did the extra mile to make sure we were always good.
Oh, hat on backwards. Looks like he's trimmed up the beard for the big game today.
Man, if we don't hear him up here, I know they hear him down there, man.
Evan Barr and his family. Mike Jacobs said the first person he talked to stay and the new coaching change was Evan Barr. Oh. Underneath, caught, touchdown.
Wow, big play right there.
Jumping the route, that's either a touchdown one way or another. Man. If that's intercepted, it's probably a pick six. Instead, it ends up in the hands of Patrick Boyd for the receiving touchdown.
Man, like you say, he converted over from wide receiver going into the backfield. So right there, looks like they just sneaked him out of the backfield right there to get him open right there, doing a post corner right there on the defender, and was able to get a touchdown. Big play by Dickens and Boyd to put the Western Carolina up.
How do you like that play, first play of the second quarter, out of the timeout as the PAT is up and is good, and just 5 seconds into your second quarter.
Right there, just being aggressive. Being aggressive. I love the Coach Bell play calling, whether it's starting this game off or it's coming out of the drive. Really changed. Hey, wake up, like we're coming.
The ironic thing about it is the way Kerwin Bell has given up play calling during his career. He always says, I never thought I'd give up play calling. Well, he did so to his son, Cade Bell, who's now up at Pittsburgh as the offensive coordinator. And now the understudy, Rylan Wells, who understudied basically under Cade Bell, played for Kerwin. As a quarterback, understands what Kerwin wants, and he said, you know what, we'll let Rylan run with it, and he's added a couple little wrinkles of his own in there. And a nice play there. The Catamounts will drive down and take the advantage here on a good drive by Western Carolina. 54 yards, only 6 plays. And you talk about the Catamounts now, 10 first downs to 4 for Mercer. Yardage 130 to 108, but the Catamounts have run 11 more plays and haven't run away with it yardage-wise as the kickoff by Brantley will sail into the end zone, and we'll take that out at the 25.
Everything's getting testy up there, down there, right there.
It's a physical game and a lot riding on it. And wanted to talk with you. Again, you've been at the high school, you've been at the college, you've played at the pro level.
Yeah.
How does this atmosphere compare, the college atmosphere compared to what you have on Sundays?
Man, this is prime college atmosphere right here. You can feel the intensity, whether it's the game on the field, or you could just see the intensity from the fans in the stands as well. And I love it, man. This is top tier, man. I love to see all the purple and gold or the orange over there in the corner, man. This is, you could tell hey, this means something, not just to the players on the field, but the people that came and traveled to see this beautiful game today.
Bears have won 9 straight over Western Carolina. They've won 10 straight SoCon games overall. The run game bottled up just a bit. Catamounts, again, a concerted effort to try to find a way to prevent Miller from getting going. Talk about a guy with 4 100-yard rushing games, back-to-back 100-yard games on the ground. And it was the run game a year ago that really led Mercer. They trailed Western Carolina 24-7 last year and went to the ground game to make the comeback.
I mean, once you know something's working, hey, let's keep doing it, honestly. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Atkinson, pocket.
Hey, looking deep.
Has to dump it off, and that's going to be a wise choice. Running back on linebacker, coming across the formation and able to make a first down play. And how about the pocket and, again, keeping him upright, keeping that uniform clean?
Man, I'm telling you, Atkinson is real poised in the pocket. But the biggest thing right there, he studies films. He knows what he's looking for. And he knows the defense is going to give him. So he's always looking downfield and still trying to make a play. Just move her. He's just really poised.
Eyes downfield, feet underneath you. Catamounts, no pressure at all. Another step, coming over the top, looking for the ball hawk.
Wow.
Did he make the catch? No. Ken Moore comes over the top, and I said it once before.
It's a bang-bang play.
Washing machines, dryers, dishwashers.
Gosh,
defensive plays in the secondary. Ken Moore does it, and comes over the top. The Bears want something called there as he came over the top.
It was just really crossers to go across the whole field right there, but it looks like Ken Moore was on the opposite of hash and was able to track down the crosser to be able to make a great bang-bang play.
Just a recovery speed by Moore, and again, put in a perfect location by Atkinson. Handoff up the middle, looking for running room. And how about run support? Bo Simpson-Neely, 6 in purple.
That's what you want out of your safety, man. Coming up and being a force right there in the run game right there. He was able to sniff that out and see it and make a big play to chop his legs.
Catamounts will go with the secondary look. Ed Jones, Gino Junius, 2 defensive backs check in. Looking for more speed on the pass rush. Not going to get there. Atkinson has a man down the seam looking for it and wanted the call. Felt like he was interfered with by Junius, the second-year defensive back.
Man, Simmons has to keep running right there, though, as well. He has to keep running and then, man, look up for the ball. He can't just try to call for that flag or look for it, man.
Getting upfield, and again, you talk about Malik Simmons, the big tight end, 6'4", 230. He had the advantage. Love the idea.
Yeah.
Seam routes with the tight ends on DBs, especially those guys that are out there just to be ball hawks. I tell you, that's a recipe for disaster if you're Western Carolina, and one with a sweet taste if you're Mercer. Tyre back to the 5-yard line and stumbles down. Again, you talk about plant your feet at the 10, and if it goes over your head, let it go, but trying to make something happen out of nothing. But the Catamounts, again, an opportunity for the second time today to try to grab a 2-score lead. 14-7, long field to go here against the Mercer Bear defense.
options, and so is the Ford F-150. Bring your desk wherever you go with an available flat interior work surface. Drop down the available tailgate work surface to get it all done. And plug in what you need outside the cab with available Pro Power on board. How's that for upping your productivity? Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Now get 0% financing for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days on select 2025 F-150 trucks.
Welcome to the Mass General Store. How can we help you?
We are proud to be the exclusive healthcare partner for Western Carolina Athletics,
helping Catamounts live their healthiest lives.
We are proud to be the exclusive healthcare partner for Western Carolina Athletics,
helping Catamounts live their healthiest lives.
Yeah, good one brewing here in Cullowhee, Western Carolina. And the Mercer Bears on a homecoming Saturday for the mountains of Western North Carolina. How about this guy? Andrew Zock. All he did last year, burst onto the scene, freshman of the year in the Southern Conference, preseason defensive player of the year in the conference this year. All he does is play in opponents' backfields and gets after quarterbacks.
Man, when you talk about a force, gosh, that right there is a game changer when you have a guy like Zock to be able to make so many disruptions, no matter which quarterback you're playing, and especially when you're playing Dickens, you want to have somebody that puts some pressure on him.
Kerwin Bell, well aware of him. He's a Florida guy. Bell knows everybody that plays football in the state of Florida. Pressure coming. Dickens just able to get out of the backfield. I think they're going to say ball thrown forward will be the second.
Whoa,
they're going to call that as a safety. I thought the ball was beyond the line of scrimmage or beyond the goal line.
I thought he got his progress to go forward a little bit at that 1 yard line right there. So,
but right now it'll be a sack and a safety, and this could definitely flip this ball game on its nose.
Right there, you just see, man, like the pocket collapsing right there by number 53. Right there by Gilbert, and then was able to come up with a big play. With that safety.
If the ball is outside the end zone, I think that's going to be.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll see where it goes here. Kerwin Bell getting an explanation, and we'll get a review here. But talk about the importance of this ball game. Again, Mercer an opportunity. A win today. They get to celebrate on the road with a trophy for a second consecutive year. Will win at least, or at worst, a share of the conference championship. They got Chattanooga next week to wrap up the regular season. Right. They'll have the automatic qualifier because the only team that could catch them would be Western Carolina.
Yep.
Catamounts have 2 games left. ETSU here next weekend, then a long road trip up to Post to face VMI in Lexington.
Mm-hmm. Right there, you know, for Mercer, they're just thinking, hey, we win, we win. No matter what, we're still crowned champions at the end of the day, whether it's a share or if it's outright. But for Western, man, every game after this is a dogfight. Yep. No matter what. Like, you win this one, the next one's big, and even bigger to finish it out in the Southern Conference right there.
Another look at this one with the call on the field as a safety. Again, Dickens harassed there, and then how about the big-time sack again coming uphill?
Man, right
Jordan
there,
Swain.
you see Gilbert makes the pressure to make.
Ruling on the field if a safety is upheld.
Wow.
So they're going to call it a safety, and that'll be 2 points for the Bears. The sack, the safety, the points, and the football.
Well, all back.
And this game totally starting to change as that one is upheld on the field. And how about that Mercer Bear defense? And it all goes back to a play on special teams. We talked about it before the break. As a kick return guy on a punt, you plant your feet at the 10-yard line. If the ball's over your head, you let it go.
That's it. And that's a tedious thing when it comes down to a game like this. That's important. That's day one instructions. Hey, let's leave our feet at the 10 to not put our offense at a back in with their backs against themselves right there, and then that's what happens. Create a safety. So
James Tyre is handling the punt return duties for Western Carolina. Has so all year. A.J. Colombo, a guy that's injured, normally in that role. Catamounts will turn it over to the big leg of Stephen Brantley, normal punter. But the points on the board for the Bears, and they have flipped this game. And an opportunity to do so with offense next. Good field position coming from the 15-yard line. Looking for a big return. Big hit. The ball is loose. I think he got back on it, but that is a big-time hit.
Wow, what a big hit, man.
Forced fumble.
Right
Want
there
to
by
say,
Anderson.
yeah, Armand Anderson, a linebacker who has seen less time on defense, but has, like I mentioned earlier, has embraced that role.
Right there, man. He's just like a hot-seeking missile right there. When Smith makes that one cut, he already knows what he's doing. Oh, and almost the ball came out right there.
Yeah,
got to be careful right there with that head, though. I know the rest probably are looking at that. Somebody upstairs definitely
is. Yeah, for sure. And so now it'll be 1st and 10, just 2 minutes gone. And the Bears have an opportunity to grab the lead. Pass into the near side on an out route. And hauled in there, nicely done by Ajante Dabbs.
Right there, you can see what Mercer's doing. You see a lot of their throws are coming out to the perimeter outside. They're trying to spread Western's defense out a little bit to give them respect and give them the opportunity to take a shot when it comes down to the middle every time.
Atkinson, very efficient, calm, cool, collected. We've talked about that multiple times. Patient run again by Miller. Not a lot there, but he's able to push the pile close to the first down. I think he's going to come up maybe a yard shy.
I think Miller right there is being real patient, trying to create something. See the hole, trying to get a hole to open up right there.
See where the spot is. They are going to move the chain, so they're going to say he got it. It was very close.
Yeah.
And again, from the naked eye, from up here, I thought he was going to be about half a yard, if that.
Yeah, I thought it was short, honestly.
First down for the Bears. Clock running inside of 12 minutes. End around, fake. Looking for a shot downfield.
Here.
They got a man.
Shot.
He's there, but he just overthrows him.
Misses on.
And watching the body language of the Catamounts, I think Dabney, the cover corner on that play, thought he had over-the-top help a little better from Bo Simpson-Neely as safety.
Right there. Harris just does a little outstep. This a double move, honestly. Outstep, instep, and then thought he had help over the top. But, man, just couldn't connect on a big throw right there. Mercer is not afraid. They're taking shots on these Western Carolina DBs, man. They're finding something up top.
Yeah, all about scouting report, watching every game the Catamounts have played this year, knowing personnel, knowing what they're looking at here as Miller up the middle, and a big-time hit. What a hit coming up the middle, downhill, Micah Nelson.
Wow, Micah Nelson, yeah, I see you, man.
What a hit right at the point of attack. That's a defensive end that you watch him, he normally kind of stays at home. That time he went attack mode.
Man, Michael right there, go ahead and force himself inside, beating that tight end right there, and able to make a big play in the backfield for a good TFL, bring the 3rd down.
3rd and long after the home run shot came up empty, and then the big stop on the TFL.
Watch out for the inside fade, home run shot.
Atkinson all day to throw. Pressure comes late. He throws it over the middle. It's going to be caught right beyond. There's a face mask. Did they get it? Yes, they did.
Face mask right there.
Insult to injury on a 3rd down play, and the Bears will convert.
Right there, you just see a lot of offenses go back to when it's 3rd and 12 or long, anything like that. They bring that drag over route from the other side of the field.
Personal foul, face mask, number 21 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, includes an automatic 1st down.
And just missed the interception, did Samari Dukes.
Right there, like I said, just an over route coming from the other side. So when the offense and Atkinson is moving to the right side, somebody's always coming back for him. But you can see that Turk right there when it turned his head. Dansby right there grabbed a little bit of his face mask on McDaniel.
You got to love the fact that the quarterback, you move him to his right. You got the youngster rolling with the throwing motion. He's able to keep his eyes, as you said multiple times, eyes downfield. Big time conversion. Bears knocking on the door, looking for the lead. Atkinson, pressure late, but he finds his man.
Wow.
Undercuts the route. Hit coming downhill, but it'll be another 1st down. 1st and goal, Mercer. inside the 10-yard line down to the 6.
You see they're setting up a lot of plays for number 2, McDaniel, right there. He seems like he's one of those guys that get the ball, make a couple moves. He can get a couple more yards after the catch.
Yeah, Donis McDaniel listed as the number 2 ex-receiver, but when you got an offense that runs like they do, as efficient as it is, sometimes that number 2 guy on the depth chart is right up there at the top.
Watch this run right here.
Delayed handoff, fake to Miller, the throw across, easy pitch and catch, touchdown Mercer.
Harris is a big frame right there. All he had to do was box out the defender, is able to catch it, catch and throw.
Now somebody said that it was basketball season. He boxed out, got the board and the 2 points.
Yeah, all that, all the one right there.
15-14 in this one again. See if the Bears decide to go for 2 here in the red zone to make it a field goal game.
Right there, Hutchinson is riding out that hand fake right there with the running back. So it's a play action pass, but then he sees a hole right there and able to zip it in. It looks like the Mercer Bears are going for 2 right here to make it a 3-point game.
The effectiveness in the run game, the fake, the throw, all alone. Oh, knocked away. Ken Moore could have taken that to the house for 2 the other way, which would have got that safety back.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right
again,
there.
it's a key play that it keeps it a 1-point game, but it could have been bigger for Western Carolina. Mercer has trailed until now. The Bears on this touchdown pass jump in front, 15-14 in this battle in Cullowhee. Playoff type atmosphere here in Cullowhee, North Carolina. Southern Conference football at its finest. Top 2 teams from the SoCon this year battling it out. Again, postseason implications, championship implications, all on the line between the Mercer Bears and the Catamounts of Western Carolina. Catamounts find themselves behind for the first time today. 15-14, a safety the difference right now. And the Bears about to kick it back to Western Carolina here. We'll look at the offensive numbers in a moment. Opportunity here for Dom Dutton. Dutton from inside his own 10 has the ability to change a game on a dime, and he's going to be gobbled up at the 20. How about special teams play right there? And a nice tackle in open field. Mac Bradley, the freshman out of Bogart, Georgia. 7 plays, 69 yards, 242. Again, a big 3rd down conversion. Talk about the Bears converting on just shy of 50% of their 3rd down opportunities on the year coming in.
That's always a big thing, especially when you're on the road in an atmosphere like this and a game that means a lot like this. Hey, let's just win our 3rd downs, whether it's on the offensive side or on the defensive side. They had to capitalize, and they have been.
Quarterback numbers almost even. 11 of 18 passing for Atkinson, 7 of 13 passing for Teron Dickens. Pat Boyd trying to get the ground game going. Catamounts have been committed to the run. That's the 15th rush so far today for the Western Carolina side that normally they're almost 2.5 to 1 pass to run on the year statistically, but a concerted effort to get the run game going.
Like, you want to stop and make somebody one-dimensional. You don't want to be one-dimensional, and that's what Kerwin Bell's doing here is, hey, let's mix it up. Let's be honest here.
Dickens looking for the screen pass, finds Boyd, slips one tackle and gets north-south. And a modest gain will make it a 3rd and manageable. A modest game after one that could have gone for nothing or could have gone for a home run.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, but good defensive open field tackle by a good tackling defense for the Bears. Clock running inside of 9.5 to go before the break. James Tyre has yet to catch a pass today.
It's probably a scout report thing right there for that one. I mean, the way Tyre gets the ball in his hand that finds the end zone, you kind of want to keep an eye on him.
10 touchdown receptions on the year.
Oh.
They looked for him there. Tiger Dickens is going to spurt forward.
Hey, man, they were right there. You felt the pressure right there, so he was able to bring the ball down and able to pick up positive yards to get that first down.
A little bit of a stumble, and Dickens looked to be a little stunned when he got up after the hit. Watch the end of this play.
Look right there, he just has his hand. Oh, wait, I can feel the pressure. Hey, nah, I'm going to just go ahead and take it myself.
Yeah,
and, that's a
that
right
second,
there, head
yeah,
to the side.
The second hit.
Oh.
Hand off in the backfield, going nowhere.
Right
Mercer
there,
winning the point of attack that time. And Catamounts, you talk about it here.
Fox has been doing his film study right there because he's back in the backfield once again like he knew to play.
16 rushes, only 24 yards or less now with that loss on that play. And now 2nd and long.
Don't got to get it all back here, so they'll probably just kind of pick up a good chunk.
And pressure by the Bears up front. Dickens gets away from it. Still looking downfield. Tries to force it into double coverage. It's going to be intercepted, but I think out of bounds.
Yeah, it's out of bounds. There's no legs, got legs.
That's well out of bounds. Just trying to force it into, again, double coverage. And again, the Catamounts, I thought, held their own offensive line early in the ball game, but now you're starting to see that defensive front for the Bears do what they've done all season long, and that's good pressure.
You're right there. You just got to, time keeps ticking in this game. Pressure keeps getting managed. Like, they're just trying to, hey, let's get back to our basics here. That's what Western Carolina has to do. But, hey, I think Mercer Bears, the D-line is turning up a notch right now. I mean, every time they see what they can do when they do attack it. Big 3rd down here.
Truzzato in motion. Dickens immediately having to move off of his spot. Looking for the throw to Pat Boyd down the sideline. Did he make the catch? The official says yes, he did. How about that throw over the top? And how about Patrick Boyd coming up here in the pass game?
I mean, you talked about it already. He's a running back, a receiver converted over to running back. So, like, him coming out the pocket and making plays like this is huge over there on like a wheel route to send this guy over. Dickens did send him up the field.
And it keeps the drive going. Mercer making a lot of late substitutions after the changeover.
Well, Western Carolina was trying to go fast.
I wanted to go fast, but a couple of changes personnel-wise. Now how about Boyd? Fakes the run up the middle. It's going to be Dickens on the outside. He's going to get up the side. Dickens almost, if he could have tight-roped that sideline, he'd have been off to the races because they were just letting him go out of bounds. But how about his feet making a play there?
Right there. You just see it, man. It looked like they had a glance route by the back receiver. I think that was going on a glance route. But when he did go on the glance route, he took all the defenders over with him. So Dickens just, opening like, hey, you know what? I'm going to check up this 10 yards.
Yeah, talking about Pat Boyd, 25 catches for 183 yards on the year, averaging about 20 yards a game. He's had that on a couple of plays individually. And how about this? He's turned into the workhorse on this drive. Right now, it's the Pat Boyd, Teron Dickens show. Nobody else doing anything offensively for the Catamounts on this drive.
I think it's dangerous when you have a guy like Boyd. Hey, you know what? We can hand it off to him. He can sit in the backfield, but hey, you better watch out because if he gets on one of your linebackers, I'm throwing it. That's what Dickens is saying. That's a mismatch. I like my guy.
I look down at the sideline. I see 2 in purple. I see 28 in purple. I see 20 in purple. 3 other running backs that are chomping at the bit to get in there, wanting to have an impact. Again, a running back stable, running back by committee.
Yeah. I think it's great when you got guys like that, man. You rather have people hungry than not.
2nd down and 8. Mercer with a 4-man front. Play clock inside of 10 as Dickens fakes the handoff. Pressure coming backside. He feels it. Looking to make a throw on the run. Just has to take it out of bounds. Able to get just beyond the line of scrimmage. Will gain a couple, but now brings up 3rd and nothing open downfield. Getting pressure up front's one thing. But how about the defensive secondary right now? That's your guys back there, the secondary guys doing
like
their
said,
job.
Now I'm watching the game now. Like they looking at their chops right now. They're playing great. They're not letting nothing go behind them. They're keeping everything in front of them, and that's even hard for Dickens. As much as he's getting out the pocket, he still has eyes downfield. And that's the good thing about both of these quarterbacks. They're still trying to make a play.
3rd and long. We'll call it 6. Branson Adams out of the backfield. Empty set now. They're going to go to Adams, and how about that pitch and catch?
Man, we talk about enough with this running back room, but that's Adams coming out the backfield and getting a matchup right there against number 51 for the Mercer Claire. Like, hey, you know what? I like my guys. These guys ain't just one-dimensional guys. They're not just running backs. They're catchers, too.
Well, if you're going to play running back for Western Carolina,
free play
coming. Dickens, see if he takes a shot. He's going to look for Rawson for the end zone. And did he come up with it?
That's a touchdown. Man, what a play right there.
If that stands, that's a freshman in his 2nd score of the day.
Rawson, touchdown.
We'll see. There's flags on both sides of the field. Did Rawson in double coverage, the throw, the catch? I don't know what impresses me more.
Ultimate play is a touchdown.
Yeah.
Offside. I'm sure the defense is in the usual time. That penalty is declined.
Okay. Man, right there, man. When you got a free play, that's a backyard play right there. Throw them up and see who comes down with it right there. And Dickens threw a great pass away from the defenders.
And here we go. Further review coming.
Oh, okay.
As you would expect, again, that was a bang-bang play.
Man, I don't know. Rawson looks like he got it in there, honestly. Way to take advantage of that free play. That's huge right there.
Did he get end zone? Was he out of the bounds? Was he
control?
Yeah, that's everything. And
everything that they're looking at right there.
But let me remind you that Michael Rawson, freshman out of Suwanee, Florida. The young players on both sides, you know, in the day and age we live in with NIL and rev share and transfer portal, I really think that it's opened the door for younger players to have bigger impacts earlier and earlier in their careers because they have to.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys, a lot of time, and a lot of colleges, they're adapting and they're putting more emphasis on that next man up type of thing. No matter if you're young, hey, we're gonna plug you in. If you're ready to play, let's play. Let's get you on the field. Let's get you what you do, and that's why we recruited you out too.
Right now, Rawson has, if this stands, 2 catches, 52 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Rawson had 12 catches for 292 yards coming in.
Right there, man. Just throws it up, finds his guy, catches it. I think he has a left foot in, and they had the ball right in his. I don't know if they're taking too long or they're about to call it now, but that looks like a touchdown to me.
After review, the ruling of the touchdown is upheld.
Upheld, touchdown, Western Carolina, and they'll pull back in front.
Wow, what a play right there for the freshman, man.
I was going to ask you, 5 minutes to go here in this 2nd quarter. Really felt like the defenses have both held up pretty well, but now we're starting to see these offenses starting to flex their muscles, so to speak.
Yeah, for sure. But you got 5 minutes left right here. What Mercer is looking to do is, hey, we might as well chew up as much clock as we can and try to get as many first downs. And hey,
they want 2 for 1.
Yeah.
PAT on the way by the freshman. Another rookie, Marcus Trout, splits the sticks, and Catamounts will pull ahead by 6. 21-15. Bears get the ball with a chance to try to score to even it up before halftime. More after this from Cullowhee, Southern Conference on ESPN.
Mountain Credit Union is your guide through every season. Hey everybody, it's Chris Angel from Mountain Credit Union. This time of year can bring more than just chilly mornings. It can bring extra expenses too. At Mountain Credit Union, we're your neighbors and we've got your back. From holiday budgets to heating costs, our affordable rate loans and savings tools are here to keep you prepared so you can focus on what matters most. Because at Mountain Credit Union, commitment to our community isn't seasonal, it's who we are. So stop by one of our local branches today or visit mountaincu.org to learn more. Insured by NCAA, Equal Housing Lender.
You hear it all the time.
Actually, I changed my mind on that.
Change is this anthem passed down from every generation, so it feels like everyone has a claim to it. But how can you make it yours? At Mercer, change starts with you. Turning daydreams into achievements and researchers into champions of progress. Whether you're helping around the corner or halfway across the planet, whether it's your first day out in the field or the first day of a new chapter, change is yours to make.
So, you gonna play this week?
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 You gonna play this week? You gonna play this week?
You gonna play this week?
You gonna play this week?
And
And welcome to the Ingles Game of the Week as the War Horses square off against the rival Rock.
He's going in.
He's going in. Go, baby!
Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Got to give a tip of the cap to Kerwin Bell, working the sidelines here with his offense, working his defense. 5th year as the head coach, trying to do something that's never been done in Cullowhee, and that's win a Southern Conference championship. But how about the job he's done? He has talked about Michael Ross, and he calls him MJ. How about that MJ, the GOAT type play he made just a moment ago on a free play? Man,
I mean, you can talk about it so much, man. It depends even which MJ you're talking about, a GOAT, like with that big play right there, or the one hand with Michael Jackson. Like, it doesn't matter which way you go. Or Austin was able to get his 1 foot tiptoe and then get that one hand with that one glove right there.
Well, he was wearing 2 gloves, I think, but how about that drive? 11 play drive for the Catamounts, coming all the length of the field, and Brantley's going to boot this one through the back of the end zone. I tell you what, 21-15, the score might not be exactly where I thought it might be with these two offenses. I think the defensive really, all week long, people wanted to talk offense, 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 and I think 2 defensive coordinators on either side. I think Jamal Brown on one side and Jerry Odom on the other just said, you know what? Let's go out there and play with a chip on our shoulder, guys. Defensively, nobody's giving us any respect, no love.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to. That's why I'm a defensive guy right there. When you got power offenses, guess what's always the defense? I mean, guess what's always the difference right there is defenses. Like, hey, you know what? We're gonna show up too. Talk about us. We gotta make it happen. We gotta stop them.
Tight formation for the Bears from the 25. Atkinson gonna try to get that run game going. Big collision right at the point of attack. And how about Hayward McQueen? Haven't called his name much, but Hayward McQueen Jr. mentioned earlier talking about the turf toe injury. He suffered through turf toe through the bye week, has it wrapped up, and he's trying to play through. Even when you get it better, it still takes some time. And it takes time of not being on that foot.
Man, it does, definitely, especially for an injury like that. But, hey, he's not going to miss this one. He couldn't miss this one.
I don't think anybody on either side wanted to miss this one. Handoff again, right at the point of attack. Miller is a split second away from busting that. If he gets the edge, Jordan Thompson, the linebacker, coming up and run support. But if he gets the edge, we're about to see a big man with some wheels. You're talking about a guy 5'11", 230. Catamounts will change it up a little bit, try to bring in a little more beef up front.
Right there, you talked about McQueen, but then Thompson right there was able to make a big play too, man. Those linebackers are doing a little mind game right there with the runner back to Miller.
Trips to the near side. 3rd down. Underneath, same type of pattern, same result. Bear first down.
Right there, when you do that, right there, we get the trips over to the right side. You got to watch out for the gadget guy. You got to watch out for the gadget guy right there, the middle guy, the point man. Cleared it out so he can make a zig route right there and catch the ball on the inside.
I thought you were going to hit me with one of the flying V, like old Mighty Ducks version there.
Yeah.
The guy at the tip of it's going to go make the play. And 1st and 10 for the Bears, trying to eke out a score before halftime. Go 2 for 1. Flash out to the far side. Thompson, the linebacker, tracks him down. That play made by the guys up front. If you're able to get around those DBs, or if you're a DB, if you're able to get around those wide receivers that are blocking for that screen, you can blow the play up. But if you get blocked, it's hat on hat.
Man, that's what they want, honestly. That once they get their hands on you right there, man, that screen play is everything they want, because it's 2-on-1, honestly, out there.
Things have calmed down just a bit here. Mercer running a methodical offense here with under 3 to go, right at 3 minutes to go before the halftime horn. Atkinson, pump fake over the top, has a man open again. What a play, and this time running Kendall Harris on a crossing route towards the post, and it clears out underneath for Braden Smith out of the slot.
Right there, just trying to clear that offense. And right now, like I said, a lot of throws are being put to the outside a lot of times, trying to lower this defense out and just make an easy throw for the quarterback and the receiver to catch.
And at the same time, Atkinson has all day right now in the pocket. He's back there eating a sandwich.
Come on now.
Catamounts got to find a way to get more defensive pressure up front, but this offensive line has not allowed it all year. Run to the left, looking for a cutback.
Ooh.
Miller's got a step. Miller looking for the end zone. He's down to the 10. Biggest running play of the day for the Mercer Bears, and they're knocking on the door.
Right there, man. They're being honest still. They're not getting away from that run game. They knew something was about to happen and nothing was about to leak right there. You see him just get the edge, and once he's seen the corner jump up and try to set the edge, he just cuts up, breaks one tackle, and able to get a big gain right there of about 20 yards.
Just like the old adage goes, it's Novocaine. Just give it time. It always works. They'll numb you to sleep with that run. They'll take the 2, the 3, the 1, the tackles at the line of scrimmage to break the big run, and now we'll get the 2-minute timeout as Miller breaks off the longest run of the day. And the Bears are in business, trying to go 2 for 1. They want to score here, then take it the second half kickoff as well. Catamounts lead by 6 in Cullowhee. Two minutes until the halftime horn and homecoming festivities in Cullowhee. 21-15, Western Carolina in front of the Mercer Bears in an exciting game, playoff type feel with two teams that are trying to make their claim and make their case to be in that postseason conversation. Braden Atkinson trying to drive the Bears in, looking for 2 for 1. Handoff up the middle, gobbled up in the backfield, still churning legs as Terrell Cord.
Right there, there's like more purple hats to the ball than anything. Okay, looks like Western trying to conserve this time.
Western Carolina. This is our first of a half, and it'll be a 30-second timeout.
Yeah, right there. They're just trying to conserve time right
clock
now.
to 5. 1-5-5.
So they're going to add some time back to the clock as well, as Gerwin Bell wanted to make sure he got in, trying to save as much time to give his offense an opportunity. And we talked about it coming in. These two quarterbacks outstanding, and you look at the numbers on the day. Atkinson before this drive had thrown for 161 yards. Dickens had thrown for right at 165, if I'm looking at the most accurate and up-to-date sheet here.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of offense back and forth. But, again, defenses have got to find a way. You don't stop these quarterbacks, right?
Yeah.
I think you slow them.
Yeah, for sure. And you already seen the biggest thing that's coming up on the paper is, like, the sack. Like, Dickens has been sacked already twice, but there's probably been more pressure in as well. So that could come up with a lot of his incompletions too.
One of the most accurate quarterbacks in the country at over 75% for much of his time in the ball game. Atkinson looking to throw. Catamounts trying to get late pressure. They get it in the face. The ball's going to be thrown away. Late delayed pressure. Jordan Thompson, I think, was one of the guys there. Jordan Thompson.
That's an all-around defensive play right there.
Yeah,
Because you seen pressure, but
nowhere to go.
Atkins couldn't go anywhere and couldn't find anybody because of the plastering by the DBs right there in the back end right there. So
and
you
on
see
the shorter field. That's a late blitz by Jordan Thompson who got home.
He probably saw him just sitting around, like looking at everything so far. So he's like, you know what? Let me go take a shot at this guy. He's chilling too hard.
Catamounts trying to hold it to a field goal opportunity perhaps here. 3rd and goal back at the 7-yard line. Atkinson empties the backfield over the middle.
Oh, wow.
Deflected by Samori Dukes, and that will be incomplete.
All right, Dukes got to be careful right there with that arm because you see that little Turk over there with Smith's body.
Left arm good. Right arm.
Right arm.
What are you doing?
Just keep be careful right there because that might have been a call he got away from. But either way to be right there but make a big play.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
there.
that's a huge no call. If that gets called, you're talking about 1st and goal
at the 1.
At the 1.
Yeah.
And a running back like Miller who could sneeze and end up in the end zone. Mercer's going to let, the clock is stopped obviously with the incompletion.
Like Jacobs having some words with the refs right there because of that missed call.
And now he'll take a timeout. I think he wanted to maximize the amount of time he had to chew on some zebras. And now a big 4th down. If you're Mercer, what do you do?
Right now, if I'm thinking I'm Mercer, I get the ball back at the half. We're right here. We're right here, honestly. Like, you know how much of a game this is. Like, I'm right here. I'm probably taking a chance.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, like I would take a chance. I'm like, I mean, you could take the points and be okay and then take it to the half, but then you also got to turn around and play.
Yeah, look at the Western Carolina huddle. Look at this replay again and watch
so
across
right now,
the formation. Yeah, there's the turn.
Okay, I can see that, but so the turn is not mostly half. I think who's that? Number 3?
That was the Samari Dukes.
Yeah, Dukes. I think Dukes just guides his hand, not really try to twist his body because it's low, honestly. If it's up higher, I can understand that the frustration for Coach Jacobs to be mad, but
they wanted contact.
Yeah,
literally.
I mean, it was contact, so I could see either way, honestly. But hey, man, what a play by Dukes right there. This is a big field goal right here.
Now, going to go for the field goal opportunity.
But always don't sleep though.
Yeah.
Don't sleep though.
Yeah, keep an eye on the holder, who is listed as a quarterback as well in J.P. Pickles, but the kick is up and it is good. Mercer going to take the points.
Yeah, just take
Catamounts will have the lead with 1:43 to go before the halftime break, but understanding that Mercer gets the ball to start the second half. So still the opportunity, as it were, to go 2 for 1. And so again, a big time play by Griffith, who splits the uprights again. And Western Carolina will have Teron Dickens. First name Teron. He goes by Tiger with most everybody, but on the roster officially is Teron. You talk about what he's been able to do this year. The thing that gets me the most, talk about that completion percentage. How about the 46 consecutive completions at Wofford? He had a run of 50 in a row. He finished the Campbell game with 4 in a row, and then opened the Wofford game with 46. You know, you get to about 20, 21, 22, you start taking notice. You're like, well, what's going on here?
Oh, wait, he hasn't missed a pass.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, 38, 39, 45, 46, what's going on here? And then the one he threw as an incompletion was almost either a touchdown or an interception.
Man, he was on one that day too.
That one's going to go to Dutton at the 5-yard line. Dutton trying to make something happen. He's got a lane, but it's whapped up very quickly.
Right there. Great play. Is that
Julian Fox?
Julian Fox once again, man. Get his name called. What a good play by him right there on the special teams.
Open field tackle. And again, that third facet of the game, special teams. We've seen maybe a special teams blunder, if you want to call it that, a mistake by James Tyre on that field that he had inside the 5, and he stumbled going backwards. And again, that led directly to the safety. And now again,
then also directly went to a touchdown by the Mercer offense as well. So that's about, what, 9 points as a turnaround right there off of just one punt.
1:38 to go. Catamounts will hand it off to Branson Adams, and he's going to be gobbled up in the middle of that Bear defense. I know weather's turning cold, but not yet hibernating as this Bear defense. They are playing extremely tough against the run. Catamounts, again, keep in mind, James Tyre yet to record a reception. Empty backfield, going to the outside to Branson Adams. What a long throw and what a catch. That is a long, long throw across the field.
But you see where Dickens puts it, though. He puts it out toward my man can only get it. There's nothing else, but he does lay it in there greatly.
So you get the first down, you move the chains, clock stops at 1:14. Catamounts would love nothing more than to spoil this 2-for-1 opportunity for the Bears. Again,
might be
pressure.
looking at Tyron right here.
Zach. There's Tyre.
There we go. I told you.
You talk about that drag route, I guess is what you would call. What would you call that? Coming across the formation with
right there. So he did come across formation, but it was like a squirrel. That's what we called it in the league. But he went right to the hash, broke out. So it's like, hey, I'm behind the second level, but I'm not at the third level. I'm right there in that great cushion spot, so you can just lay it in there.
The squirrel route is a tweener route.
There you go.
107 after the first catch on the day for James Tyre. If they get him going, watch out. Again, he has 10 catches, one of the top receivers in the Southern Conference, 10 touchdown catches. Okay. Looking for the wheel. That was Adams out of the backfield. And kind of a snap throw by Teron Dickens that time. And look around the Southern Conference, and Catamounts have ETSU next week, and they're right now handling the Bulldogs of Sanford on the road, talking about scores around the Southern Conference. ETSU. 21 points in the opening frame. John pointed it out, first quarter score. ETSU getting ready for a matchup in Cullowhee next week. 1:03 to go here before the halftime horn, 2nd and 10. Dickens looking for the home run ball, looking for Malik Knight, and it's underthrown into double coverage.
Looks like Dickens kind of put that ball a little bit in the front for the defender, honestly. Number 7, it looks like O'Neal kind of had his hands more on the ball than Knight did, honestly.
So again, we talk about the accuracy, but in this game so far, Dickens has not been nearly as accurate as the numbers would suggest. Does have 3 touchdown passes. Hard for me to say, what, 11 or make that 12 of 19 or whatever it is right now. Is not accurate.
No,
I mean, he's only misfired a few times, but
he has a standard.
The ones he's misfired on have been the home run balls.
Yeah, that's it. It's just finding that connection once you get downfield and your throws get a little bit further, and you have to time it up right.
Timeout taken by Mercer, I believe. Yeah, clock was down to just, I think, 2 on the play clock. But nevertheless, here, 21-18, Western Carolina out in front. And don't forget, halftime show coming up on the other side of the next 58 seconds of game time. So coming up, we'll have our Harris Regional and Swain Community Hospital's halftime report. Look at the Fill the Western Sky, the Western Skybox across the way coming up. Look at some of these stats and you can check these scores from around the conference on a busy day of college football. And again, all eyes, quite honestly, of the league are on Cullowhee today. What's turned out to be a beautiful homecoming Saturday for the folks in Cullowhee.
Gosh, man, what a view! Can never get tired of this.
Long shadows being cast now by the Western Skybox, the new press box. We'll get in next year in Cullowhee. 58 seconds. Dickens over the middle.
Wow, what a play.
Finds Trezano. Trezano with room to run. What a move underneath. He's going to take it out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line.
Man, talk about a smart play. Look, we got a
flag
over
on the far side. Is that going to be an illegal shift?
Illegal shift.
Oh, wow.
Number 14 and number 9 of the offense. 5-yard penalty enforced from previous spot. Replay, 3rd down.
We'll have to go back. That's a huge play. What a draw up out of the timeout.
Man,
see if we get a look at that one again before the snap to see if you get the illegal shift movement. 2 guys in motion. It was called on the Mercer sideline. Far side official throwing the flag.
Man, that was a good write-up right there to just sneak that receiver as a wide receiver tunnel right there so he can get positive yards. He made a man miss. Man, that was a great pickup.
Well, that, he had an offensive lineman getting up the field. That second, Elijah Collins, was about 3rd level. Flip Dickens will take it himself, and he'll just carry it. And that may take us to halftime. See if Mercer tries to use a timeout here. As Dickens keeps that one there. And we talked about him. 11 of 18 passing. Pretty good QBR there at 193. That'll bring up 4th down.
Watch out, really. I think Teron maybe just take a deep incomplete pass right here to kill that clock, to not get anything crazy to happen right
And
here.
how about Mercer not giving anything deep, not playing quarters, not playing everybody deep.
Nah, why not?
Not playing prevent defense.
Nothing. Oh, free play.
Bears jump, free play. Catamounts an opportunity, looking for the home run ball.
Wow, making it
up the right side. It's going to be underthrown again.
Wow.
And you could have had argument for pass interference on either side.
Yeah.
But a free play will give the Catamounts 5 yards and one more chance here.
I guess you could say that's kind of like a makeup call over there for them.
5-yard penalty. Previous.
Yeah, I guess not calling interference in the back of the end zone. You don't call it on that play either.
We're
Watch
keep
this
it
throw.
the same way right there.
Again,
but
the jump.
Man, I don't know if Dickens' cadence or something is what he's doing this week, but that was still just a throw, that just a free shot right there. But what you said earlier, they weren't playing as deep. Now look at them starting to back up because of the situation at this point. I think Dickens and them are going to take a shot to the end zone on this fourth down.
I think the Catamounts now will take a timeout. Can't take them to the locker room. But you got to give this defensive secondary credit. You talk about a very heralded secondary, or a very heralded wide receiver crew going up against that secondary. They've done a nice job of not allowing. Western hasn't really hit one of the big ones over the top. The biggest play was the jump ball play to Michael Rawson near side.
Yeah, and they are doing a great job. I think that's one of the big things they're kind of saying as well. Let's eliminate big plays. Let's not make it, you know, let's keep everything in front of us, guys. Keep everything in front of us. Play front and live to serve another down. Right there, man.
And 21-18. Again, Mercer gets the ball to start the second half. So this, again, a huge opportunity. Catamounts look to be content to take that thing into the locker room.
Yeah, but well, I don't know if there, what's the mindset here. Like, could it be just to take a shot, or could I throw a quick throw in like 3 seconds to get it out of bounds? Like, you know, because they are going to play for a little bit further. So it's like, can I get to the 30-yard line and get a good throw in and step out of bounds? Or
yeah, with 4 seconds, I think you
know,
probably want
like
about
take a Hail Mary shot.
Yeah, I think you want about 5 or 6 to be able to have that deep, even that little out route.
Yeah. Here we go.
So 4th down and 5. Again, Catamounts got to be all or nothing here. Dickens going to unload towards the end zone, looking for Ja Boyd, and it's going to be, I believe, intercepted. So taking the interception in the end zone, just the 2nd pick of the year for Western Carolina's Tiger Dickens. Again, take it for what it's worth. Catamounts, though, will carry a lead into the halftime locker room. We've got the Harris Regional Hospital, Swain Community Hospital halftime report straight ahead as we look at Fill the Western Sky. We talk about our SoCon news and notes from Mountain Credit Union and all of our first half stats, analysis, and highlights. A good one in Cullowhee. 2 quarters in the books, 2 more to go. 21-18, Western Carolina in front here at halftime. 21-18 our score here at halftime. Western Carolina, 24th ranked team in the country, lead the 10th ranked Mercer Bears 21-18. Again, a good one brewing here in the mountains of Western North Carolina. Get all of your ESPN college football all in one place with the all-new ESPN app. Unlock the ESPN Unlimited plan or log in with your television provider in all of ESPN all in one place with the all-new ESPN app. Much more to come here from halftime. We'll look at Fill the Western Sky, talk about the facility project in Cullowhee coming on the other side of this timeout. 21-18, Catamounts in front here at the break.
Western Carolina athletics is on the rise. Over the last several years, our teams have achieved unprecedented success, winning championships, setting records, and competing at the highest level. But it's more than just what happens on the field. Our students work tirelessly in the classroom and in competition, representing WCU with pride. They put in the hours, they chase excellence, and they make us proud. Now it's time for our facilities to match their ambitions. We're building an exciting future for Catamount athletics, and it starts right here with E.J. Whitmire Stadium. The future of Catamount football starts with a bold transformation of E.J. Whitmire Stadium and the addition of the Western Skybox. This project isn't just an upgrade, it's a complete reimagination of what game day and athletic operations can be at WCU. Here's what to expect in this historic first phase. This new facility will be a 4-story structure with nearly 10,000 square feet of space, dedicated to athletics operations, media, and game day personnel. The new press box alone will accommodate up to 154 people, while the new Chancellor's level will be able to accommodate hundreds of guests, providing breathtaking views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. It also includes the state-of-the-art headquarters for Catamount football, featuring 12 offices, a dedicated video room, and a specialized conference space for offensive and defensive coaching strategy.
This is about more than just facilities. This is about creating the best possible environment for our players to prepare, compete, and win. The upgrades at E.J. Whitmire Stadium will help us continue to build a championship culture, giving our student athletes, our fans, and our program the tools to succeed at the highest level.
With groundbreaking set for this spring, these exciting changes will take shape over the next 2 years. By fall 2026, the future of Catamount football will be here. The momentum is building, and soon, the next chapter of Catamount football will come to life.
Get ready, Catamount Nation. A new era at E.J. Whitmire Stadium is on the horizon.
21-18 here at halftime as the sun starting to set on homecoming Saturday here in Cullowhee, North Carolina. Our ESPN coverage of Southern Conference football. Again, nationally ranked Mercer, nationally ranked Western Carolina, 21-18. The Catamounts have the advantage at the half. Daniel Hooker alongside John Brannon. And John, pretty much what we expected. Two offensives going outstanding at each other, one after the other. Defensives trying to find a way to come up with some stops. And again, both teams found some success in that first half on both sides of the football. And again, almost dead even here at halftime. Mercer gets the ball to start in the second half. What are you looking for out of that first half going into our second half?
For Mercer to come out and just be aggressive still. I think a little bit leading out and going into halftime, you've seen a lot of the runs starting to happen, a little bit longer runs. First quarter, it was kind of tough, but I think their run is going to continue to go back into it. And then for the Western offense and the Western enjoy, just eliminate this big mistakes and stuff like that, but also make connections as well when you're kind of shooting downfield as well. They haven't came up with that big play just yet.
Yeah, neither team really has been able to find that home run ball over the top on either side for the both quarterbacks. Two of the best quarterbacks not only in all of FCS football and here in the Southern Conference, but you talk about potentially Walter Payton Award, talk about potentially Jerry Rice Award winner, potential there between those two. So very good quarterback play as we look again on a beautiful afternoon for football. And again, a packed house here at E.J. Whitmire Stadium, Bob Waters Field, looking for probably the largest crowd since the mid-2000s for the folks in Cullowhee today. As again, Western Carolina, 21-18, the advantage here at halftime. When we return, we'll look at our Ingles first half stats. We'll take a look at some of those first half highlights. Get you ready for the third quarter. It's Western Carolina and Mercer. Back with more to Cullowhee after this. 21-18, Western Carolina with the advantage here at halftime. Mercer will get the ball to start this second half of play on what is, as you can tell by the score, been pretty evenly played through the first 2 quarters. And the big difference was a special teams play led to a safety that also led to a Mercer touchdown. So again, 9 points for the Bears, really coming off of one, I won't call it a blunder, but maybe one mistake on fielding the ball on a punt inside the 10-yard line that James Tyre, negative 1 yard return, and was brought down inside the 5. That led to the safety and then, of course, the subsequent touchdown. But other than that, you look at the numbers from that first half of play, they've really been pretty even. But you talk about around the Southern Conference, and again, it really has a good Mercer feel to this as well. Talk about Braden Atkinson. 3rd time this year he's won SoCon Offensive Player of the Week. Teron Dickens has a couple on the other side for Western Carolina. How about Maximus Pulley? Again, DB for Wofford. Again, a team that continues to play extremely tough. Record has started to creep back up there for the Terriers, but he got that Defensive Player of the Week honor. And again, we mentioned it a moment ago, Jerry Rice and Walter Payton watch list guys. Braden Atkinson, Evan James from Furman, Darius Malcolm from Wofford, Owen Sweeney from VMI, and of course Jerry Rice Award going to the Freshman of the Year. I think Teron Dickens has put his name in the hat for that Walter Payton Award.
For sure.
Again, so you might be seeing the top rookie and the top player in this game all together. Take a look at our first half stats, John, brought to you by Ingalls, and as we mentioned, pretty evenly played. A little slight edge to the Bears in terms of yardage, and a slight edge to the Catamounts on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and you can really just tell right now it's a slight edge for the Catamounts on the scoreboard. Maybe that's coming from that 3rd down right there. That's a slight edge right there. And time of possession is always a huge thing, but they're kind of even. I mean, you're talking about 1 possession. Honestly, 1 drive is a big difference when it's time of possession or even a 3rd down right there. So real balanced game right here.
So Western Carolina, again, both teams trying to run the football, but both teams have been dead set of saying, we got to make them one-dimensional, and stopping the run has been the one thing they've thought would be the easier of the two. Pick your poison between a running game, that the balance for Western Carolina, the power running game of Mercer. So again, getting ready for this second half. The run game, I think when you look at the second half adjustments, I think Western Carolina's got to do a better job on some of these crossing routes and deep balls. I think Mercer right now, they've played an outstanding game. They got to clean some things up, though, in the penalties. Penalties is what really hurt Mercer in the opening 2 quarters.
For sure. I think it's the penalties, and also I think they need to have some more awareness when it comes to runner backs coming out the backfield and becoming those catching backs right there.
Kickoff by Stephen Brantley. It's going to sail through the end zone, and we will take this one with the Bears out to the 25-yard line. Sun setting on the day here in Cullowhee on a homecoming Saturday. Western Carolina largest crowd. Haven't seen the announced attendance, but every ticket available was sold. Standing room only was sold. All the comps were gobbled up. All the hospitality areas are full. All the free food is gone. It has been that kind of day, a beautiful afternoon. Started out kind of rainy and foggy, and weren't sure how it was going to play out, but a sun-splashed Saturday afternoon in the Southern Conference.
And the sun knew where to be today.
Atkinson and the Bears back to work offensively. They're going to hand it off. First play will be a run by Miller, and a good gain there on first down. Give him close to 5 yards on the first play from scrimmage to start this second half. Both teams are going to stick with that run game.
Yep, they're going to. And I feel like that's going to be the difference right here, who actually stopped the run in this second half, you know.
Playing in front of the chains, or at least with the chains. Second down and 5, ball out about the 30-yard line. Shotgun for Atkinson. Hands off again to Miller. He's going to run into a mass of purple in the middle.
You could tell with Miller every time he gets the ball. I guess he's a patient runner, or he's one of those guys that like to see what happens with the defensive line or the O-line right there before making a decision.
And so now 3rd and manageable, but an early opportunity here. Again, Mercer got the final score of the first half. We're trying to start the second half with a score to go back in front. I think that really led them to taking that field goal opportunity to get points on the scoreboard, but a chance for the Catamount defense maybe to get off the field. And again, short yardage here, not changing up what they've done. They normally 3rd down have gone with more of a dime type package, not changing it up here.
Yeah, watch out right there.
Running back out of the backfield underneath, knocked away by Dukes, nearly intercepted. And now a flag in the backfield is going to be thrown on Western Carolina, and the roughing the passer will be whistled on Kenyon Partridge. And here's another situation.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 11 of the defense. Second forceful act, it's on that first down.
Kerwin Bell wanting an explanation. Home crowd doesn't like it. We'll get another look at it here.
Yeah,
and Partridge trying to get home.
Ah.
It's the same thing we saw in the first half. Hands to the chest and the extra push, the extra shove.
Might be a little high right there.
Just like Mercer had in the first half, they were able to get off the field, but a roughing the passer call kept the Catamounts opening scoring drive alive, and this one keeps it going for Mercer. 1st and 10, Bears out near midfield. Play action. Catamounts brought corner pressure. Nobody gets home. Hassan Sykes downfield.
Wow,
what a catch!
One-handed right there.
Unbelievable coverage downfield, but an even better catch out of Jay Dabbs.
Wow.
Redshirt sophomore out of Greenville, Tennessee. Look at this play again.
Right there, he has one-on-one press corner right there. He just gets past him right there and goes up for the post. Has the defender still on his right side, has his right arm, and he comes up big with that left arm catch right there, one-handed.
Dabbs comes up big time. 300-yard receiving games on the year, and a big game there as Mercer in prime position inside the red zone, inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, Bears looking for their second lead of the day. Atkinson to his right, nothing there, just throws it away.
Did he catch it?
I thought it was dropped. No, they're going to say he caught it.
Okay, so he caught it twice.
I thought he dropped it. He did. I think he did catch it twice. Only gets credit for one. And a nice job near side, Kendall Harris. How about that?
Right there, Atkins really doesn't seem like he had anything with the whole offense going towards his, to that right side. But Harris still works with his quarterback, comes back to his quarterback, understands the trouble, and just was able to get positive yards. I mean, it's not a big game, but shoot, 5 yards is better than anything.
Working back to the ball, working back to the QB, and keeping the completion going. Atkinson in the backfield. Motion across for Harris. The run up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Mercer.
Big Miller, man. You got to be aware when you get down in that 5 to 10 yard area.
Yeah, you get down there, it's most definitely Miller time.
Yeah.
And right here, look at that.
Really going. Really.
John, I might have been able to run through that hole.
Oh, man.
Only from about 5 yards, though.
I'm
built,
further.
Yeah, I'm built for spurts, not built for distance.
Listen, you're built for the goal line.
I tell you what.
That's a fullback play right there.
Miller takes it in. Bears thinking, I believe, again, for possibly going for 2.
Oh, that could be a thing to be going.
A conversation on the field right now.
Oh.
It looks like an injured Catamount. No, it's an injured Bear now. I see him right in the end zone. Looks like big 63, Jamari Freeman, the Tennessee State transfer. Shaken up a little bit, but nothing will make him feel better than knowing that the big guy behind him found the end zone.
Really, it's worth it. It was worth it.
He's coming off the field. Looks like he's going directly to the locker room.
Oh, man, it might be serious.
Yeah, don't see that too often. He's going over to the athletic training tent. Bears now look like they will send the PAT unit out. They get a 3-point lead now.
Probably didn't want to sacrifice anything if they would have went for 2, didn't get it. Then it's a 3-point game. Putting Western
at least make
there,
it now. Make it a 4-point game here.
Yeah. Make it an actual score instead of a field goal.
Yep, 24-21. PAT by Griffith is on the way, and it is good. Mercer, thanks to a roughing the passer penalty, just like the Catamounts had on their opening drive of the first half, Bears use it on the second half drive and take a 25-21 lead over Western Carolina. 12:09 to go here in the third quarter.
Over the last few years, we've redefined what working remotely means, and so is the Ford F-150. Bring your desk wherever you go with an available flat interior work surface. Drop down the available tailgate work surface to get it all done, and plug in what you need outside the cab with available Pro Power on board. How's that for upping your productivity? Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Now get 0% financing for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days on select 2025 F-150 trucks.
Mountain Credit Union is your guide through every season. Hey everybody, it's Chris Angel from Mountain Credit Union. This time of year can bring more than just chilly mornings. It can bring extra expenses too. At Mountain Credit Union, we're your neighbors and we've got your back. From holiday budgets to heating costs, our affordable rate loans and savings tools are here to keep you prepared so you can focus on what matters most. Because at Mountain Credit Union, commitment to our community isn't seasonal. It's who we are. So stop by one of our local branches today or visit mountaincu.org to learn more. Insured by NCAA, Equal Housing Lender.
want to say thank you. You know, a lot of your work doesn't get the appreciation that it deserves. What you do is lift up all of us, and you do that so selflessly.
We all have the same goal, which is to tell the great, incredible stories of these athletes in the college community.
That is why we are a great team as storytellers in this room, is we have to work together through really challenging, sweet moments.
Thank you to college sports communicators all across the country.
Mercer out in front now, 25-21. Second time the Bears have gone in front. And again, CSC Membership Appreciation Week to all the sports information, media relations, communications, creative media, the video production teams, all the ones that help tell the stories of our student athletes around the NCAA and in Canada. We say thank you. Membership Appreciation Week runs through tomorrow. Again, visit them online at csc.com, visiting with the hashtag CelebrateCSC. Got to see Marlon Howard, one of the outstanding video productions crew and creative media staff in Western Carolina. Todd Anderson, the SID, communications professional for the Bears, as Dom Dutton looking for something in the run game, and he's not going to get much there. Mercer has really silenced this very dangerous kick return team for Western Carolina. Again, it was Dutton with a 67-yard kickoff return on the first play on the opening kickoff last week at Chattanooga that set the stage. They've really gobbled him up and not letting him get going here.
Yeah, man, Dutton's dangerous, man. Don't let him get into open space. His speed does kill.
Talk about a guy that, again, was a track athlete at South Carolina, wanted to play football, went to ODU, finishing his career in Cullowhee. C.J. Miller has a second rushing touchdown to give the Bears the lead. And now Teron Dickens and the Catamounts, their first offensive possession. Dickens going to keep it himself, but how about that play?
Man, Julian
no
Fox
quarter.
is a sound linebacker right there. I feel like we call his name a lot, whether he's on special teams or even the defense. But right there, he wasn't fooled by Dickens' tricks.
Catamounts went to the quarterback run early in the third quarter against Chattanooga last week to try to get something going. Again, just adding that one extra wrinkle, one more guy to account for. Modest gain, we'll call it a short 2. Second down and 8. Dickens standing in the pocket. Late throw, gets it out to his tight end, Blackman, who's able to run through one tackle, run through 2. He's going to be close to a first down. They're going to say just shy. How about the big fella out of the backfield?
Man, way to be right there to save your quarterback right there, Blackman. Well, it seems like Dickens was sitting there poised in the pocket right there. It seemed like he stepped up. He didn't really panic to make a goal run or something like that.
And
so
we'll see if that's something Kerwin Bell sticks with. Here's the run to Patrick Boyd. Should move the chains.
First down.
Should get it out to the 39-yard line. Should be a first down for Western Carolina. But could have gone for more if Mercer had not been there. It was one arm tackle, one arm that slowed him down, and then the tackle came in.
Yeah.
But the Catamounts will get the first down here and try to get something going offensively. You mentioned 18th first down of the game now for Western Carolina, 14 for the Bears. Catamounts third in the country in overall first downs. This time in the backfield, Boyd trying to get something going. He's going to be thrown for a loss. Again, Mercer doing what Mercer does. Tackles for loss, sacks in the backfield. That time Dan Hicks leading the charge up front.
Hicks definitely going to make sure he didn't let go of Boyd right there. Make sure he wraps him up completely because Boyd is slippery right there. Could get out.
So 2nd and 12. Catamounts behind the sticks here. Time to throw for Dickens. Looking downfield. Pocket closes late. He's going to be thrown for a loss. He's sacked in the backfield. A huge loss. There he is again. Dan Hicks.
Back-to-back plays right there by Hicks, man. Making a big sack right there to get Dickens down.
What's that song? Back-to-back. There he goes. Back-to-back plays.
Right there.
And
make sure he had an arm and hold on to it right there. He got a piece of jersey, man. That's all you need as a defender.
I love watching big man celebrations, being a defensive guy. That's why I like seeing a defensive lineman or an offensive lineman make a big play. Yeah, I get to see the big man celebrations. And now Catamounts, 3rd down and Cashers. A long way to go to get the first down here. We'll call it a long 21 on 3rd down. After going backwards, Dickens, little short pass to Malik Knight. Knight trying to make something positive, a good play. Had it been 3rd and about 12, instead 3rd and 21, it'll be 4th down. The Catamounts more than likely will have to punt this football away.
Yep, there goes the punt team.
We'll say that. Catamounts again on this offense. Don't speak too soon because, again, Western Carolina's gone for it 23 times on 4th down this year. 13 of 23. So Brantley, toe to leather. Booming kick. Fair catch called for. Backpedaling. Stops it at the 5-yard line. And the Catamounts, flag thrown here.
They might be on Smith.
It might be on the return man who started blocking. It was the long snapper for Western Carolina, Emmett Rhodes, who got down and ended up downing the football ultimately. We'll await the call here. Again, this could be either back Mercer up inside their own 10-yard line or move them off the shot of their own goalpost. So we await the call here. Called for fair catch.
That's the thing. Called for fair catch.
And then started blocking.
Yeah, and then blocked immediately right before catching it. So I wonder what the call is here.
I know someone that can tell us.
Illegal block. Number 9 of the receiving team gave a fair catch signal and proceeded to block a member of the kicking team. That penalty enforced half the distance to goal line from the end of the kick. First down.
And so that should take us to a timeout here with 8:39 to go. Mercer will have it, but they're backed up now inside their own 5-yard line. Bears with the advantage, 25-21, and they have the ball when we return to Cullowhee, trying to build on this lead. Trying to come up with this play again. Fair catch called for, and then blocking right there. Whistled for the infraction, which will again back Mercer up here to start this drive.
Yeah. So Matt Mercer backed up. You got to look for a couple things, a couple more runs probably to get the chains moving, or even take a shot right here backed up. Watch out for the hard count too.
We're going to go with that run up the middle and breaking it outside and breaking it big time. Off to the races. Running. How about the big fella? 230 pounds and a huge run and out of a big time hole, but hold the phone. A penalty flag in the backfield. Looks like holding on Mercer. Preliminary indication was holding.
Holding. Number 74 of the offense. That penalty enforced half the distance to goal line from the previous spot and replay first down.
And they whistle it on big number 74.
Right there, no. They'd send that tight end to go across the field and get that good block on Ken Moore. After he gets that edge, you get that block on Ken Moore, Miller just finds green grass and is able to take it up for a big gain of about 60 yards right there.
Amari Atchison. How about the speed of Miller, though?
Man,
again, you talk about 5'11", 230. He's built not just for bulk, he's built for speed there.
And you know, that's an avalanche. That's what you call that. Once it gets going, it's going, man. It's going to knock over everything in the way.
Bowling ball, downhill run. How many more things we can come up with to describe?
Honestly,
tired right now after a 60-plus yard.
sure.
I don't think he's in there now. Different back. As again, they'll try another run. This time up the middle. Catamounts able to swallow that one.
It's big right there. That's something that was still like, okay, well, we just let up a big run. We got saved by a holding penalty. Western Carolina has to see that and make some adjustments right there.
Well, talk about big. You want to talk about big 90 in the middle, Jamichael Wilson, the Tusculum transfer.
Yeah.
And I talk about a guy that is 6'3", 330 pounds, alongside of Jaleel Anderson at 6'4", 320.
Stouts.
Don't get in those guys' way to the buffet line. Throw across
Ooh.
that one, well overthrown. That was all about speed and how fast it had to come out of there.
Really, though. Right there with that RPO, you do got to make a quick decision right there. And you see that slant. Probably was best to overthrow rather than put it right on the money the way he was covered.
Might end up looking at a slant and go or something along those lines. If you get a double pump, double move there. If you're Hassan Sykes, again, Hassan Sykes on one side, Cameron Dabney on the other, two outstanding cover corners. We got some outstanding secondary guys on both sides in this ball game that have been overshadowed because of the abilities of these offenses.
Watch out for the inside fade here.
Third down, tight end running up the middle. They're going to go to the out route, and it's overthrown again. Hassan Sykes and Ken Moore in coverage. What better way to test good on good? You might as well go to your best guy against their best guys and challenge yourself. And the Catamount defense going to hold here. And again, this one just too tall. Just back foot throw.
Honestly, but then you also got the double coverage right there with two purple jerseys on the. Like, I don't know if he would Hutchinson seen. I mean, he's seen right there to even make that throw.
I stand corrected. It was the safety, Bo Simpson-Neely, not Ken Moore, that was over assisting in coverage. And now you got a back of the end zone punt opportunity.
When the game's so close like this, special teams have been coming in handy right now.
Yep, John McConnell, and doesn't get a great kick. This is going to be great field position. Catamounts are going to have it inside the 50, and so pinning them deep on the penalties with a good punt by Brantley on the previous possession when the Catamounts went backwards on their offensive possession. But now starting to flip field position, and
what a great stop by the defense.
Turning into a grounded out kind of game and grinded out kind of game now. Again, nearly.
Woo. The number 14 right there for Western.
Again, how about big Veneer Baptiste coming through that time? Yeah. 14 for the defensive side, big defensive tackle / defensive end / special teams extraordinaire.
Right there, close to getting that one.
So let's see if the Catamounts, do they look up top first play? Hand it off to Terzado, who's got a trailer on him. How about Andrew Zock? That is a defensive end tracking down one of the faster guys on this Western Carolina squad. What speed from General Zock.
When you talk about relentless effort right there, man. He came from the other side of the field. He sniffed that whole play out and kept going and run for a no gain right there. Great play by Zock.
Only thing the Catamounts could have done was run somebody back the other way with a double reverse because of the relentless pursuit.
Right there,
Dickens
taking a shot.
Looking for the shot. He's got a man down there, and he overshoots him. And again, double coverage.
Right there.
There's been absolutely nothing up top for Western Carolina. Nothing there most of the day on these deep ball shots. Dickens, again, talk about a guy that came in right about 75%-ish on the year. Down about 60% passing right now. 57.5%.
Yeah.
And 15 of 26. Give credit where credit's due, and that's this defensive Mercer.
Yep. Playing sticky
up
coverage.
Front and in sticky coverage,
yes, man. Having pressure and then sticky coverage, man, that's a balance of a good defense.
That's a great recipe.
Yeah.
Dickens hit as he released, and they're going to call that a fumble.
Oh.
And Mercer may have just flipped the field once again. Dickens' arm hit as he went forward. Catamounts arguing that his arm was going forward. Immediately under review.
Covered by the defense.
Definitely going to be reviewed. Look, we have a Catamount on the field, Hurt.
The pressure from the Mercer defensive front.
Wow.
In a game that we said offense, 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 it's been defense here to start this third quarter.
And like we talk about that recipe, man, what a
I think it's a fumble.
Yeah. I think that might be a fumble right there, but great defensive play, having a great pressure coming up from the front side, and then you have the DBs playing well, great too on this, taking sticky coverage. So it looks like it could be a fumble going to Mercer Bears.
And taking it away and coming up with it, was that Claire's that came up with it?
Yeah, I think so. 51.
Ruling on the field of the fumble is under further video review.
So video review coming, an injury on the far sideline for Western Carolina. We'll get you an update on both. Looks like Zach Watson runs off under his own power, but again, Mercer looking to get the ball back in great field position.
Hey, grab me one too.
Did you know Ingalls only sells USDA choice and prime cuts of meat? Maybe it's time to reward yourself. Our butchers cut all our meat fresh in the store every day. Grass-fed, organic, you name it. Not only that, we'll even cut it to order just the way you like it. And we grind meat fresh in the store multiple times a day. It's all in the bag. That's the best meat in town for the best folks in town. Ingalls, low prices, love the savings.
We are proud to be the exclusive healthcare partner for Western Carolina Athletics,
helping Catamounts live their healthiest lives.
After review, the ruling on the field of fumble is upheld. Be first down, Mercer.
I felt that the longer that review went, it might have boded better for Western Carolina, and that again,
You
we
would
thought
think so.
yeah, we thought initially that it was clear cut.
Right there, you know, I guess when he's tried, yeah, his arm is going forward, but it's all about when that ball was out of his hand, and it happened way before his arm started going forward.
So after a big defensive stop for Western Carolina's defense, Mercer gets the ball right back for its offense, and now see what they're going to try to take a look. And nobody open. Nobody open.
But is he in the pocket?
He is in the pocket. Ball got back just to the line of scrimmage, and there was a receiver. So
there's no foul for intentional ground. Number 80 was in the area.
Yeah, I'm about to say. And it just got back to the line of scrimmage as
well. It says
well.
number 80 was in the area. 80 was blocking, though, I thought. If you're blocking as a running back, does that actually count? I think the receiver near side was close to it.
Closer, yeah.
But how about the pressure that time for Western Carolina's defense getting there for one of the few times, not getting home for a sack. Again, only 2 sacks given up all year by Mercer's offensive line.
Oh, got the
quarterback keeper hasn't looked to run it much, and that shocks everybody on a Western Carolina defensive side, and nearly runs for a first down does Braden Atkinson.
Honestly, that's probably the best time to pull it. They're not anticipating it. You know, a lot of times we've been handing off. But hey, go ahead and pull and get a good gain right there and try to end this close game.
Well, now you take a third and perhaps long and make it third and very manageable.
Exactly.
Probably in 4-down territory, you might think, even with a 25-21 lead. An opportunity to maybe go for the jugular here against Western Carolina in this third quarter. A lot of football left to play, but Mercer in the driver's seat, under 6 to go in the third. Run up the middle, first down yardage, got it. Mercer with second and third effort, pushing by that big offensive line. And they'll have the first down, move the sticks here on this, I guess, kind of a sudden change opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
After the turnover.
Man, this whole second half, this Mercer offense has been just chopping wood and carrying water.
You talk about 6'8", 300, 6'4", 300, 6'3", 305, 6'2", 285, and 6'2", 305. It's a lot of beef along that front line.
Man,
Evan Barr, strength and conditioning guy, loves that.
Yeah,
he's an old offensive guy.
Ready. Look like they're trying to do a trick play.
Late pressure.
Right,
it's in the air. What an adjustment.
Wow.
Touchdown, Mercer. Catamounts got home with pressure. The ball knocked up in the air, and Mercer comes down with it. Touchdown, Bears.
Big play right there for Harris. Way to track the ball after looks like a punt play, honestly, the way that ball was in the air and how long it was in the air. But
just playing center field.
Right there, just across it. Yeah, really tracking the ball, playing center field right there. That was probably the best description. But, man, Harris coming up big right there. What a big play for the Mercer Bears.
Kendall Harris in the end zone for Mercer. Second touchdown catch of the day on his 5th reception. PAT on the way, 31-21, 10-point lead. And the air out of a packed house has been just sucked out of here.
Man.
Low snap, but it's handled. The kick is up, and it is good. A lead is 11 now for the Mercer Bears, trying to come on the road and hold serve, trying to get that automatic qualifier to become one of the first teams in the NCAA FCS to punch their ticket to postseason. And right now, with 5:12 to go, the Catamounts are going to have to do what Mercer did to them a year ago, and that's find a way to come back as Mercer's in the driver's seat, 32-21, and a defense that's making the difference.
Honestly, they've gone on a run right here to even start the second half, man. It's been big right there, coming up with a turnover right there, and then capitalizing on it. This whole time, each drive Mercer has had, they have been chopping water and carrying wood, making sure they continue to move the ball efficiently and capitalize it even on third downs or even when they have a chance.
So now Mercer will kick it back to Western Carolina, and you got to feel this is a must-score possession for the home squad. Mercer has really shown up out of the halftime locker room. This one will sail through the end zone. Catamounts will take it at the 25. And they got to answer now. This is a big, kind of a big moment for this Western Carolina team, a squad that's trying to prove that it deserves to be on this national stage and have made some great plays throughout the year. Catamounts will have a new center. It looks like Aaron Sanez, back from injury, is in. Now at the center position, again, it was Zach Watson who was injured a moment ago.
This is going to be a get back on track right here drive for the Catamounts offense.
Dickens
right
looking
there.
to the outside, has Malik Knight. Knight trying to make a play, is going to be pushed forward out near midfield.
Right there, good play to come out of that. Way to answer all the things that have happened already for the Mercer Bears. Catamounts came out striking.
And again, it's got to start up front for Western Carolina, quite honestly, in the point of attack, because that's really the strength of this Bears, the teeth of this Bear defense, that front four, front five, when they get pressure, when they bring a linebacker. Tyre in motion. Catamounts handed off to Patrick Boyd. He's going to be stumbling forward. One of the big differences I've noticed for Western Carolina's run game, it's that first contact that knocks them off balance, and then it's trying
to catch up from there,
to recover from there.
Yeah. And that right there, it's that press back. Who's winning at the line right now? You can see the Mercer Bears winning at the line and pushing the O-lineman back. That's why Dickens has, like right here, moving out the pocket.
Looking downfield, finds his tight end. How about Blackman?
Great play.
Braden Blackman for Western Carolina just kind of sat down and sat down, showed his numbers to the quarterback. Dickens, eyes downfield, feet always moving.
Yeah.
Blackman, 2 catches today. He only had 13 coming in on the year.
Yeah. Man, Blackman right there being a quarterback safety right there, safety pin right there, man, being able to help his quarterback out and come out of that scramble.
1st and 10, Catamounts looking to drive. Trailing now by 11. Handoff to Boyd up the middle, runs into trouble, and now a big-time hit. He got stood up, and that's kind of a defensive man's dream. One guy hold him up, one guy polish him off.
As they say, man, go ahead and hold on tight, man. The cavalry's coming. The cavalry's coming. We're swarming to the ball.
Ironically enough, the band hit you with the charge right after that, right on cue.
Hey, man, we planned it. It's all good.
Catamounts now, a modest gain. We'll call it 2nd and 9, kind of closer to 2nd and 8, 8.5 maybe. 3:15 and rolling. Tyre, a lot of motion on the outside. He's run a mile before the snap. Looking left side, one-on-one coverage, and the Catamounts broke off the route, and now pass interference going to be called. That came from the back end of the defense. Again, he broke off the route. I could see them picking this flag up and saying uncatchable because, again, he broke off the route.
Yeah, I think
they're going to pick it up. Because the ball was intended for the corner.
Yeah.
And the route was broken off about 5 yards
There's
downfield.
No foul on the play for pass interference. The receiver cut off the route. It's 3rd down.
I think that's probably the right call.
Think so? Or did he get held up on a double move? Like, that's what I'm also maybe thinking.
And I think that's what Kerwin Bell's arguing. How do you know that that was not broken off? How do you know that it was a double move?
He couldn't get there in a way that he's like, yeah, that's where the ball was supposed to go because he's supposed to be there, but the double move he might have caught.
Well, then don't call pass interference. Call holding.
Holding.
There's a difference. You know what I mean? That's kind of the way you look at it. But now a 3rd and 9.
Yeah. Here we go.
Pressure comes. Dickens
Taking
looks across the middle. There's Malik Knight.
Knight, go ahead.
Knight to the 10, to the 5. House call for Western Carolina.
Catamounts, man.
What a play.
Wow.
Malik Knight across the formation. The Catamounts answer. The Bears and the Catamounts. Back and forth. Mano a mano. Prize fight. Catamounts look like they may try to go for 2.
Yeah. Looks like the offense staying on the field right now. Definitely trying to make it a 1-possession game right there with a field goal.
Kamari Reed in at running back. And this is where you celebrate the touchdown, but the Catamount coaching staff barking out instructions. And I think now a timeout taken by Mercer.
Looks like everybody's kind of scrambled right now for this extra 2-point conversion.
I'm not sure. Coach Jacobs going after one of his players, just frustrated on the last play.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
And we'll keep it here, 32-27. And again, Malik Knight all the way across the formation. Offensive line answering the bell with the pressure of this Mercer squad. And then, speaking of Bell, he's still arguing that.
I think they both are. There's a lot of intensity going on. Right there, it's just like, I'm about to say, Dickens right here just really look like he's seeing the, you know what, let's go backside. Over there, Knight, over there having a one-on-one situation. Then dig route, caught the ball, picked up, had one good block, and then picked it up, took it all the way back to the house.
Hey, you watch that. There very could have been a illegal crackback block called on that.
That block.
I don't think it was one of those. Again, the guy had a play on making a tackle. I don't think it was egregious.
Yeah.
That was just from the reverse angle. I didn't see it from the up top view, but the reverse angle definitely saw it.
That could be something they could be arguing over there on the Mercer side right there, man. But
75-yard drive for the Catamounts, and how about answering quickly? Catamounts looking more like the Catamounts of the 6-game winning streak variety. We'll go for 2 here.
Look at that one-on-one on the backside, man.
And now they bring it back in. Out of the backfield, looking for Murray.
Oh, wow.
Looking for Reed. It's thrown and intercepted in the end zone.
Ooh, and it would have counted for 2 points if he would have took it all the way, too.
I don't think it goes in the books as an interception. I think it goes in as a failed PAT try.
Boo.
Defensive backs hate it. Quarterbacks love it. But it'll keep it now at a 32-27 ball game.
Right there, when everything is designed to go to one side, backside defenders now have an opportunity to catch speed right there. They need to undercut a route like that, especially in the end zone. Not that much space right there. So it's like, hey, if this throw is doable, hey, I'm going to go ahead and try to catch it, man, and go make my opportunity.
And what a tip of the cap to Jacobs and his coaching staff. And again, Jamal Brown, the defensive coordinator, they knew exactly what was coming. That's the play the Catamounts are designed to roll out to the right and dump it off to Kamari Reed out of the backfield. But then understanding that's your option 1. Option 2 is all the way across the field. Backside, nobody's paying attention.
Sleeper.
And they were all over it.
Yeah.
That's a great job.
Yeah, that's film study right there. You can see they probably practiced that with the scout team or something this week.
Western Carolina been one of the top red zone teams in the country, especially at least in the Southern Conference as well. But a good drive, and Mercer will get the football back, and they maintain now the 32-27 lead. Mercer came back on Western Carolina a year ago to get the win. Catamounts trying to pull the come-from-behind job this year. 2:56 to go, third quarter. It's 32-27 our score here. Again, it kind of slowed down there. It was 21-0 at end of the first quarter, and now 24-7. ETSU leading Samford in Southern Conference play. on a busy SoCon Saturday. Mercer's got Chattanooga next week. Western Carolina has the aforementioned Buccaneers of ETSU in a rivalry matchup.
I think that's for the Blue Ridge.
The Blue Ridge Border Battle.
Yes, sir.
Playing for the traveling trophy, the Rock. Handoff in the backfield. Miller.
Ooh, wow.
How about Caleb Fisher?
Wow, Fisher right there, Matt. He could have took the handoff. How close he was to the runner back right there, Miller.
Caleb Fisher, an accomplished bowler, during the preseason SoCon football media day. All the guys, all the players, all the representatives got together. They went bowling the night before the media day. Fisher won the bowling competition. Asked him if he was an accomplished bowler. He said, I'm not bad, but I didn't think I would win.
Listen, he just went out there and performed it right there. That's exactly what he did. He made a big play and a loss of 4.
Yeah, TFL. Catamounts could use a turkey from him right now.
Yeah,
Pressure
really.
coming. The throw out near side, all alone again. Breaking the tackle. How about the effort, the work, and
maybe
a flag.
another face mask, honestly.
Working downfield, and the Catamounts been their own worst enemy right now.
Right there, it looked like they dropped in a zone, but I don't know if the under defender got to his landmark. See what they call here. I think it's a face mask.
Yeah, Adonis McDaniel, we talked about him out of the backfield.
Personal foul, face mask, number 21 of the defense.
Yep.
It's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, includes an automatic first down.
Now they're whistling it on Dabney. Dabney says it wasn't him. It doesn't matter. It's still a personal foul. It's still extra yardage after the run and a big-time play. So, again, Catamounts right now, one step backwards, and then they're giving up 3 steps forward. It's the opposite. You want to go the other way if you're the Catamounts. But right now, this offense from Mercer starting to hum. 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff, Miller, patient. There's a big-time collision.
Big collision by number 5.
Yeah,
right
Hayward McQueen there. Justin Wallace getting in there as well. Right now committed to the run. Talk about total offense right now. Catamounts have moved in front, 282 to 269 at last check. That's not updated, because Mercer now is well over 300 yards offense.
Yeah.
I was looking at passing yards only, 338 to 322. There you go.
Okay.
I'll look at the right line. Fun things can happen.
You got to keep your eye on Harris here. He's definitely going into motion.
Harris across the formation. Catamounts showing their coverage by the formation.
Taking a shot.
And I think Atkinson knew pressure was coming. Catamounts kind of sold out on that. They brought the house and taking a shot down the seam.
Mercer is trying to exploit the middle of the field for the Catamounts. I think that's opening up, especially if they got McQueen dropping all the way to try to go get with McDaniels. Like, they're trying to exploit that as much as they can. Seems like they're finding something up top.
And that's the big difference now. You'll watch this Catamount defense. You see the changes made. Ed Jones comes in. He's more of a safety playing linebacker.
Yeah.
Another defensive back, Xavion Wells, in. Again, all the back end.
You got to watch up top. That trip formation right there.
He's looking that way the entire time, comes across the middle, got the completion, still moving, trying to get going. Finally brought down. Another 3rd down completion, another 3rd down conversion, 6 of 11. Hasn't been amazing numbers, but the timing has been huge.
Man, and a big player right there with Harris, man. Just able to run the dig route and just, Atkinson able to put the ball right on his chest. Nobody else can make a play on it right there. So that's a big play for a big first down.
Team best 6th reception for Kendall Harris today. Closing in on 80 yards total. Miller,
everybody to the left side, yep.
Breaks a tackle, 10, 5, house call for the Bears. Doing it on the ground, Mercer with another rushing touchdown, his 3rd of the day.
Right now is big. What we talked about, that's a big play right there by Miller, man. They had everybody on the left side and was able to find a hole. Miller, being patient as he always is, was able to run it up for a touchdown for the Mercer Bears.
How about the patience of that run? I mean, it's like a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi run. He waited and waited and waited and let the linemen set those blocks up.
I think the biggest thing is right there is that he like you just said, he lets everything play out. And then he just runs. It's like, I'm going to wait for everything to happen, let things develop, and then just go shoot the gap and go full speed right there, man. right there, you just see you guys, I think, double very tight ends on the left side. And all Atkinson does is just rise the handoff off and let Miller get a running start right there, like you see. Atkinson's hands off, let it get a running start.
Patient. Look at that second level.
Letting guys develop, letting guys go, and then into that second level, and they will just take off right there, man. What we said, what, bowling ball, we said avalanche, man. Miller was able to find the end zone another time.
Yeah, he's slam running. Not really a slasher. He's going to get north and south, and you know, he uses the east and west just to set up the north and south. If that makes sense. He just kind of bopped it left, bopped it left, bopped it left, put his foot in the ground, so to speak, and
was able to run hard, man. That's a great play right there.
And now a 2-score lead again for the Bears, 39-27. Dutton will take this from his own goal line. They've had him hemmed in all day. Looking for the outside, get a good block. He's got some space. He's out beyond the 35-yard line. Mercer, their own worst enemy that time, as they kind of ran their coverage.
Great momentum right there.
Three coverage guys run together and hit each other, and none of them can make the tackle. Dom Dutton, his best return of the day.
Man, right there, like Dutton even set him up. Hey, it looks like I'm going straight at you guys, but then bounced it around outside, even having a good block by one of his teammates right there for him to come up with big return, man. That's what they needed.
And I really felt like you put it to the goal line, you put it over on the right side, you hem it in, using that sideline as an extra defender. It's set up perfectly for the kick game. It's just the coverage didn't get the job done and keeping him from getting a big return.
They didn't cage him on that one.
17 seconds to go here, third quarter action. Catamounts trying to be patient. Hand off to Boyd, who, again, it has a sliver, but this coverage of the Bears, the speed of this Bears defensive front, shuts it down in a hurry, and that probably will be the final play of the third quarter. Homecoming day in Cullowhee. The sun is set, the lights are on. It's time to
third quarter.
Get things going as we go to the fourth quarter. 4 fingers in the air on both sides. Western Carolina got to find some answers. Mercer trying to hang on to get the win and get that AQ. 39-27, Bears in front. Catamounts trying to get something going after special teams. Talked at halftime about the ongoing project, the Western Skybox, the new press box and Chancellor's Box facility, much needed. Coaches' offices. I got to see folks signing the final piece of steel that went up back in end of September. A lot of construction ongoing there, and a much needed upgrade to Whitmire Stadium, trying to make this into a show place in the Southeast, a beautiful backdrop for football, and a multi-phase, multi-bite project. That's just phase 1 or bite number 1 as we come back to live action. 15 minutes on the big board at 39-27, Bears with the advantage. Boyd on the toss sweep, gets to the outside and runs up the back of his own tight end, Josiah Thomas, but looks like it'll be enough to move the chains.
Honestly, right there, just trying to get guys in open space, man. Boyd right there, when the ball is in his hand, Boyd's dangerous. So right there, just trying to get him on where he can get his speed going and just get that first down like he just did.
And storyline in this one, Atkinson with a couple of touchdown passes, both to Kendall Harris as Dickens surveys the field. Looking at Knight, who's got a step. Malik Knight at the 5, touchdown!
Big play right there. Dickens and Knight connection with a Catamounts touchdown.
First time today the Catamounts have been able to get things going up top.
Man. Oh, he took his helmet off.
Took his helmet off. Did they throw the flag? Didn't see it initially, no.
Okay.
Probably should have.
Wow,
what a big time throw up top. Malik
right
Knight,
there, man.
his second touchdown catch.
It just looks like Dickens had time back there right there to make that comfortable throw right there, and a bomb post by Knight.
Well, not only that, but did you see James Tyre, the go-to guy in this offense? He ran an out pattern.
Yeah.
It looked like it sucked a couple of guys with him that opened it up for Knight.
Well, I'm telling you, man, when Tyre is the game plan, guess what? Everybody else around him gets their feed. Hey, coach, use me as a decoy sometimes and make that big play right there. What a big play, man. Dickens and Knight connection, man. I hope.
I tell you, this is not disappointed offensive-wise, 39-34. And now it's, again, we mentioned who can come up with the most important stops. Mercer's defense held serve, got them the lead. Now the Catamounts defense has got to find a way. They had a stop, a turnover. One of the few turnovers. The Catamounts had moved up into the top 25 nationally in turnover margin. And in takeaways. They've not taken it away today and have given it away once on the fumble. So, again, it's just...
Mercer has been doing a great job. I mean, when you come into an environment like this and you got these type of things on the table, like on the ready to get as a taking, holding on to the ball is a big thing on the road in this atmosphere.
And if you're a committee member watching these games, how could you not want an offense like Western Carolina's in the postseason?
Man.
How could you not want an offense and a defense like the Mercer Bears in the postseason?
Yeah.
SoCon has taken it on the chin this year in a lot of people's eyes, but I tell you what, these top two teams are two of the top teams in the country. Kickoff to the far side, looking to make something happen in the return game. Not going to get there. Josh Collins leads the charge. Talk about Bryson City, North Carolina. Little old Swain County High School.
Man.
And the Maroon Devil makes a play.
What a
inside
big
the 20.
Well, that's a big play right there. And you can just tell, man, look at this, look at this tackle right there. Once he gets him, man, now you're not letting him go, and everybody's there. Look how many purple jerseys are around that white Mercer.
Not only that, but Hank Bodine put 42 on your mind because his dad led this program still to this day in tackles. His uncle played down at Clemson. He's got a pedigree. Comes to Cullowhee out of South Dakota.
Oh, man.
But embracing special teams, and it just re-energized the crowd here.
That's it, man.
1st and 10 Bears trying to silence it. They're going to keep it with the quarterback.
That's a new one.
Atkinson with the direct run. Nothing there.
Yeah.
Micah Nelson, another local product out of Murphy, comes up with a stop.
That was Pickles right there that came in
to
throw
that. It was Pickles.
To run that, to run that play.
They changed it up on us. And a quarterback run by the backup quarterback, J.P. Pickles, the redshirt freshman out of Tallahassee, transfer from UTEP. 39-34, Bears in control with the football. A lot of time left here with just over 13 minutes to go. Back in the backfield now is Atkinson. Pressure comes late. He's going up top. He's looking down the middle of the field.
Sticky coverage by Ken Moore right there, man.
Right when they needed it. You talk about Ken Moore. That's a cornerback converted to nickel.
Yeah.
And again, the intricacies, corner versus nickel, sometimes are very small.
Yeah.
But that's a mismatch.
It is.
That should have been a matchup won by the wide receiver in
for
theory.
sure. Really, though. But he was step for step with them speed-wise, man. This is a big third down. You got the crowd into it as well.
Catamounts have been sitting, their fans have been sitting on their hands for much of this second half.
See what they do here.
Atkinson drops, looking down the middle. Big time catch.
Wow, big
Caught.
time catch right there. Oh,
one
man.
move, one man to beat. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5.
Wow.
Touchdown,
Big
Mercer.
play right there by Mercer. Bears, man. Wow, what a big play. Look at that Mercer sideline going havoc.
Everyone stops.
Wait, where's everybody?
They're looking like there's laundry on the field. I don't see a flag.
Sideline warning on Western Carolina. Further infraction resulting in yards penalty. Results plays a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there it is on the near sideline. Sideline warning, and it's a touchdown, Mercer. How do you answer? How do you silence a crowd?
Man.
You go up top, and what about the freshman quarterback?
Man.
3rd and long, and not a problem.
Man, Atkinson, man.
Wow.
You talk about his poise, but you got to also talk about his throws as well. That right there, he had the defender on the inside. Any ball that would have went a little bit in front of the guy, he literally put it on the back shoulder of a guy, had his receiver turn all the way around, away from the defender to make that catch, and then watch the receiver right there in open space make a play.
What a play, and again, this title fight, swing both sides. Mercer with the latest salvo, the latest haymaker. The Bears go up top. Touchdown, 46-34, back to a 2-score lead for Mercer.
So, you gonna play this week?
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 You gonna play this
You
week?
gonna play this week? You gonna play this week?
You gonna play this
You
week?
gonna play this week?
And welcome to the Ingles Game of the Week as the Warhorses square off against the rival Rock.
He's going in.
He's going in. Go, baby!
Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Welcome to the Mass General Store. How can we help you?
The mission: sneak inside, give out Pepsi, don't get caught.
Just try it. Trust me?
Pepsi makes the carne asada taste even better.
Right? Well, I gotta go now.
You just got here. You can't leave yet.
I've been here for 6 hours. Wow. Tia, you are so strong. Have some more? More. Wow.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Oh, it's my 3rd plate. Go without me. Just save yourselves.
Homecoming day crowd in Cullowhee. The 3rd largest attendance. Talk about 14,510 here today. But silent now after an 81-yard touchdown bomb on a 3rd and long. And you talk about that record, though. 3rd best in school in facility history. They celebrated the 50th year of the stadium a year ago. That one's going to sail into the end zone. But you go back and look. Among the top 10 now, there's only 2 games, make it 3 now, that are not against a little rival up the road in Appalachian State. Furman in 1978 and Georgia Southern back in 1987, and add in Mercer today. But how about that? You know, you have an efficient 82-yard drive in 3 plays when you get it all in one play.
Yeah,
81
really
yard, 3rd and long. A short run by the backup quarterback.
Yeah. And then I want to say it was an incomplete.
An incomplete or a failed second down play, and then a bomb. over the top. And you've said it all day long, John. They've exploited the middle of the field on Western Carolina. But Catamounts now can't do anything about that. They need to recover. And how about that? Rawson thought he might have been held, thought he might have been on a different page. Catamounts with Kamari Reed in the backfield, 20 with the yellow, bright yellow gloves.
Yeah.
And the Catamounts 0-2 when trailing in the fourth quarter this year. We mentioned it, they've lost 9 in a row in this series. They've lost 8 in a row as a nationally ranked team. Dickens underneath, gets it to Blackman, and he's not going to go anywhere.
Going the wrong way.
But there is, again, that's going to be a loss. That's a play that went backwards. So a failed first down, incomplete pass, and a negative yardage on the second down, and now Mercer ready to put a stranglehold on this ball game.
Yeah.
If they can get off the field here on third down.
They kind of know what's about to happen here. Obviously a pass play, but just to try to get it, they're probably going to keep everything in front of them in this third and long. Make sure nobody gets behind them on the defense.
And you see the 4 defensive backs across there now.
Yeah. Looks like they may be passing it off down here.
Yeah, a little bit of motion. You see a man-to-man coverage coming. Dickens across the middle finds, looking for Knight, and it's incomplete.
That was a nice defensive play right there by that DB.
And that is
number
a
7.
Tight window to fit it into.
O'Neal.
And this is that offensive efficiency that Kerwin Bell said they needed to have for all 4 quarters, and they don't get it going here, and will have to give it back to Mercer. Mentioned they've gone for it on fourth down 23 times this year.
Yeah, this one's not manageable.
Probably, yeah, probably not.
Honestly.
4th and Silva.
Yeah.
And now you got to punt it away, and defense has to find a way to get a stop in a hurry.
Defense has to come for the come and defend their offense right here and get the ball back for them.
Big boot by Brantley.
Man. Oh,
open field tackle. Woo! How about Nas?
See, man, that's a great play right there.
Yeah, was that
number 35? Like that was
that Trey Berry, or was that 25?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get you the information on the tackle after this. 46-34. Mercer with the football and the lead in Cullowhee. How about Stephen Brantley helping to flip the field here for Western Carolina? But how about the youngster here? Open field tackle. Nas Asenafi able to come up and make a play. And special teams has been really impressive for Western Carolina today. Offense has been good. Special teams has been good. Defense has had its moments for Western Carolina. Mercer, in my opinion, all 3 phases, they've been really stout. They've looked like a top 10 team
for sure
in the way they've played, especially in since halftime.
Yeah.
Coming out of the locker room, they've started the second half on time, on target, and have really done a nice job.
That's always the biggest thing. When you come out of halftime, the biggest thing is adjustments. Adjustments, and then what to capitalize on. All right, say we're doing a good thing, we're doing this right. Hey, but we need to fix these certain things. And when you fix these certain things, it becomes a complete game. And that's exactly what Mercer Bears have been doing coming into halftime.
And now with a big offensive line tight end in the block, they're going to go to the ground game in Miller. And just hat on hat winning the battle up front. They're content now. Give me 3 yards and a cloud of turf pellets. And we'll try to run this thing all the way back to Macon, Georgia with the advantage, 46-34. And 2 of the top scoring teams in the Southern Conference, 2 of the top scoring teams in FCS football. And Catamounts got off to the slow start this year without their quarterback, with Teron Dickens, who's only lost 1 time as a starting quarterback in his 10 career starts. This number 11. Bears trying to hand him that second loss, and the youngsters trying to do it. Atkinson hands it off.
Oof,
end around. Ken Moore is tracking it, and the tackle just keeping it from getting broken, but it will be a first down. How about that?
Yeah, that's a crazy
play
reverse.
action, just use the motion.
Play action, reverse.
Ah.
Man, right there, you got to also understand, man, it's still a lot of time in this game. The Mercer Bears could run it out and could continue to have the time of possession and take advantage of that, or they could also be aggressive, you know, and have a statement game, and where it's like, hey,
yeah.
we are at where we're at before a reason, man. This is how we play. So we'll see what they do.
A good run on second down. Now Miller fakes the handoff to him, and the quarterback going to keep it there. And again, everything on the ground right now, the ground and pound. If you like UFC, that's what we're going in now. We moved into the ground and pound stage of the ball game. Again, you talk about Mercer, a no contest against a nationally ranked UC Davis. That was a 7 versus 11 matchup. And you look, the Bears, they beat ETSU by 4. Bucks were receiving votes at the time. But none of their other wins have come against teams with a number next to their name, this being one of the first opportunities. Western Carolina, likewise, no wins against nationally ranked. So, again, the numbers have been what they are and the solid programs they've played, but neither one have those statement-type wins. Mercer well on their way here. In the backfield.
Ooh, had him
at the point of attack.
Right
Big
there.
Jackson Banks.
You got to capitalize right there when you're right there in the backfield.
And that's a Broxton, Georgia product out of Coffee High School down in the Peach State. Hayward McQueen checks out as Ryan McInnes checks back in. But right now, the scoreboard and the clock working against Western Carolina. The only good news for the Catamounts is the fact you look at their scoring drives today, less than 4 minutes on just about every single one of them, including one that was 96 seconds.
Right now, I'm probably looking for something quick, maybe a screen pass or something. Oh,
Third,
they did have the bubble.
They hand it off. Catamounts
right
gobble it up in the backfield. If they can bring them down, it'll be 4th down, and it will be. Decision time for the Bears. You've got 2 scores. I imagine you punt this thing away.
Yeah.
And make the Catamounts go the length of the field. You've chewed up some clock. You've leaned on a defense a little bit more. James Tyre, an opportunity to try to impact the game again. Talk about a guy, 10 touchdown catches today.
Ooh.
Dickens with 10 touchdown catches on the year. 5 touchdown passes for Dickens today. 2 to Malik Knight, 2 to Michael Ross, and 1 to Patrick Boyd. Catamounts set up for the return. Tyre's going to call the fair catch, and he'll have it just outside the 25-yard line where the Catamounts will scrimmage.
What I really want to see from Western going into this one is getting back to that moving the pocket with Dickens. I feel like he's real dangerous when it's on the run. I feel like using your guys such as Knight, even using Tyre, he's in the decoy, but getting his speed down the field, man. I feel like they do have speed to beat these Mercer defenders, and has shown even with Knight or other players as well.
I think Western's got the speed at the wideouts.
Yeah.
Mercer has more of the size at the wideouts. I think that's the kind of the difference. Size with speed. Not saying they don't have speed, but I think Western has the smaller, faster guys.
Yeah.
Jalen Trozzato in the slot, for instance, 9 in purple. Catamounts go underneath to Kamari Reed, very modest gain.
And also at this point, you got to, as a quarterback, play point guard, but also, man, if they're giving you the dinks, the little small things, take it. take it. You know what? That's going to march you downfield. So we'll see what Dickens and how he manages right here.
Yeah, take the underneath and try to move it downfield. They have plenty of experience with that. Again, 46 consecutive completions at Wofford. A lot of those were underneath patterns as Wofford played over-the-top coverage with heavy defensive back. 8.5 to go. Dickens
right there,
looking near side, has his tight end, Josiah Thomas. That'll move the chains. Will it? I think it will. Yes,
yeah,
first down.
See, just like that right there. That's a little stop right at the chains. Stops the clock, keeps people going.
24th first down for the Catamounts today. Dickens over 350 yards passing. Braden Atkinson over 386 in this battle of two of the top QBs in the country.
Boom.
Truzzato underneath, and he's going to take a big lick. He goes down there.
But you can tell the urgency right here from the Western's offense right there. Getting back to the line. Got to go.
But it almost feels like this and that last drive the Catamounts had, this should have been more of the mentality than what it went with.
Yeah.
Keeping it in Dickens' hands. The clock at 7.5.
Going for the double
move
over there.
Double move. A lot of contact. Over the top safety help coming in late.
Oh, man.
It looks like
two
guys went down on the play for Mercer. Far sideline. That's Carmelo O'Neal. It's like 7 was one of the ones that came up.
Yeah,
and
7.
I can't get a number.
I want to say.
It was the safety coming over the top and the cover corner on the far side.
Might be Hutcherson or Davis. That's what I seen like a little.
Nah, not on the field for an injury.
Maybe Davis.
Looks like KJ Thomas is down on the near side. He's the corner on near side of the field, but an injury just off the playing surface far side will stop the clock with 7.5 to go. Catamounts have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout. Bears used 1 timeout earlier in the ball game, and right now the clock is their ally with a 46-34 advantage. Catamounts trying to find a way to rally back. And after timeouts, I would say if this was second down, you might see a shot, maybe third down. They just try to get the first down.
Yeah.
This is where Kerwin Bell, Rylan Wells, the offensive coordinator, have taken some shots after stoppages, after timeouts, after delays. 3rd down and 5. Just shy of midfield. Pressure coming backside. Dickens just able to get away. Fires on the run. It's caught by Jai Boyd.
Boyd right there with a big catch right there. That's huge.
I want to say first reception of the year for Boyd. He's been targeted a couple of times.
Yeah.
He had a hamstring injury on one leg, came back from that injury, then had a hamstring injury on the other leg, but he comes up with a reception on a first down there.
They're going quick.
Dickens has the running back. Reed out of the backfield. Reed at the 30. Reed at the 25. Reed out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line.
Man, they're utilizing these runner backs out the backfield, man. They've been great little safeties for the quarterback, Dickens.
How do you beat 3 deep? How do you beat quarters? It's the underneath. Blow the top off with your wide receivers and sneak somebody out underneath. There's nobody
it's the
there.
opposite thing. They're going to, once you blow them over the top, then you back up a little bit as defenders. Now you go underneath. Now we inch back up. We don't know what to do.
1st and 10, just shy of the 24-yard line.
Watch out for Boyd.
Dickens underneath. Has his man. That's caught by Rawson. Having a career type of day. Michael Rawson with his 3rd catch. He has 2 of those going for touchdowns. First catch he has it in it. Find the purple turf.
Seems like they've been really effective with this hurry-up offense, man.
When Western Carolina's offense under Dickens is in rhythm, it's at its best. Dickens rolls to his right.
Pocket.
He's got Tyre. Instead, he goes underneath. Jai Boyd dives for the end zone.
Welcome back.
Jai Boyd finds the touchdown for Western Carolina. And the Catamounts answer back with a haymaker of their own.
Welcome back for Boyd, man, right there.
So again, if you're a committee member, how do you not want these 2 teams?
This is must-see TV right here in Cullowhee today.
Representing FCS football, the FCS playoffs, the toughest postseason to make in all of college football. There's not a magic number.
No.
There's not 6 wins and you're in bowl season.
No.
You got to earn your right to go play postseason football, and these 2 teams are doing just that. It's back on the Bears. They lead 46-41. Dickens doing his best job. 6 touchdown passes as he finds Boyd. Put 6 on it. It's a 5-point game in Cullowhee. Not all 14,510 remain, but they're seeing, the ones that have stayed have seen a good one, and it's all because of these two quarterbacks, these two defenses. It's been everything, but this is the one thing we can put on the screen and talk about. How about a career high tying 6 touchdown passes, 5th 400-yard passing game for Teron Dickens. Atkinson on this drive could go over 400 yards through the air. This is build up. A lot of times when you have the build up, you wonder, is it going to match the hype?
Nah, this is it.
This believe the hype, my man. This has been unbelievable.
This is it. And it looks like they're, I don't know, Western Carolina looks like they may be coming out on the onside. Looks like Mercer's trying to prepare for it. Okay, everybody can go back to normal. But these quarterbacks, man, this is exactly what you want, man. It lives up to everything, like you just said, lives up to the hype. It lives up to everything that we talked about. This right here is where you want to be. What else are you watching?
Booted to the end zone. And out of play by Stephen Brantley. 6:13 remains between an AQ for Mercer and at worst a share of the regular season championship. Western Carolina's defense needs a stop. Again, we mentioned 2-minute timeout. All 3 timeouts remain in a 5-point loss. Trying to halt a 9-game series slide.
Man.
Trying to halt an 8-game slide as a nationally ranked team. Trying to keep a 6-game win streak alive while trying to halt Mercer's 7-game run. And hand Atkinson his first loss as a starter. Here he is. Mercer will see if they go back to basics, back to the ground. Miller off the left-hand side, and off the right-hand side rather, or left-hand side of the defense, and able to get across the 30-yard line. A solid first down run after he was bottled up at the line of scrimmage, and he just falls forward. And again, we've come up with so many ways to describe his running ability. Merriam-Webster and the thesaurus are calling us, trying to get us on the payroll, because we have come up with so many ways to talk about the way Miller runs.
Miller time. Really say Miller time? That's what you said earlier, man. It has been right now. It's definitely going to be right here in this last 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game.
84 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. Second, reverse handoff. They go back to Miller, and he's able to power his way forward. Again, now it's a big 3rd down. Definitely 3rd and manageable here. Catamounts not yet using the timeouts.
One thing that has always beat the Catamounts, you got to always be aware of, that quarterback move. Atkinson, yes, known with his arm, but he can pick up 3 yards, so watch out for that right here.
And here we go again. Full song for the Catamount faithful, trying to get a stop here on 3rd down as we dive under 5 minutes.
Going empty.
Yeah, trips to the near side.
Watch out for the quarterback design.
Quick pass over the middle, and he dropped it.
What a play.
Hassan Sykes got a hand in there to break it up. And it's a defensive stop for Western Carolina when the season rides on it.
Wow, that was wrong right there. They went through the air for 3 yards right there. And it's a quick slant right there, but as much space is right, he's open, but man, he was not able to come down with it completely right there. But
got it on his body.
Yeah.
And that is an unbelievable receiver, Ajante Dabbs, who has 147 yards receiving and a touchdown today, but couldn't get the 3 they needed.
When he mattered. Now you're going to punt it off and then give the ball back to Kerwin Bell and the Catamounts.
Beautiful punt. Sends Tyre back inside the 15. Tyre looking for some room. He's going backwards, and he'll be down around the 13-yard line.
I think a thing right there, Tyron could have called for the fair catch and just going, okay, let's go ahead and we just got the ball back after a great defensive play for the 3. Man, wow, man, that's huge.
Quite honestly, you look at it, one of the few defensive stops that's back-to-back stops for the Catamounts. One on a run-first mentality for the Bears when they were trying to run clock. And again, they stayed very patient with the run with a 2-score lead.
They
thought,
did.
yes, that's probably what you want to do.
Yeah.
But a 1-score game, they had to go back to their basics and just couldn't get going on that last drive. Yeah. And now the Catamount offense got to go to work now.
Yeah,
this is it.
This is it.
Running out of time with 4.5 to go. Dickens in the backfield. He's going for it all-on-one. Dickens to Dutton. Dutton at midfield.
Right there. Wow, man.
He's inside the 45, and for the few times today, a big-time play up top for Dickens in the Catamount offense.
Man, now when you talk about a play call coming out of a change of possession, man.
You're thinking 4-minute drive to go win it with the last play.
Now, do you think to take time off, or do you think to and put it back in my defense's hands, or do you think, hey,
I think they just want to score.
Just score?
I think they just want to score. We'll see what Kerwin Bell and Rylan. I mean, after that play call,
yeah,
I think the mentality is we just want to go score.
A big thing is you got to understand this. Where the score is, they're going to go for 2 after they score.
Hand off to Patrick Boyd, and not a lot of room there. Maybe a yard.
Like I was saying, man, for being 46 to 41, do you think Catamounts are also got to think about that 2-point conversion that could also happen to put it into a field goal?
Yeah,
right?
Keep in mind, Reese Griffith on the other side. This is looking way down the line. But place kicker, 51-yarder, his career long, and an unbelievable kicker.
Yes, for sure.
All conference caliber for the Bears if it comes down to that. But their defense, if you didn't have your offense out there, you're probably just as happy with your defense.
Tyron.
Looking
He's
underneath.
open.
Tyre.
Oh my God.
Tyre at the 20. Tyre at the 10. Tyre at the 5. Touchdown. James Tyre, Western Carolina.
Wow.
11th touchdown catch of the year for James Tyre. Been quiet all day long. And Tyre finds a way.
Man, Tyre, like you said, before it was a distraction, but right here,
he
gets open. He changes his zone. He's
3.
able to make 2, 1, make, move. I'm getting into the end zone, man. You talked about it earlier. He hasn't been getting that much touches early in this game, but when it comes up, Tyre is known to make a play.
Injury on the field. A Mercer Bear player hurt. Catamounts are going to take the time here. And this is for both sides, for the Catamounts to talk about this 2-point play. Again, a PAT just puts you up 2, field goal beats you.
Man.
You talk about what's on the line here, and this isn't a championship game of sorts. Mercer, again, with the win, can secure at least a share. They've got one more game against Chattanooga next week. Catamounts, win or loss, can still tie the way things play out. But this would give the automatic qualifier to Mercer because they would have the tiebreaker over Western Carolina, the only team that could tie the Catamounts. But you talk about history. Look at the history of Southern Conference championships all time. And there's some names in there. How about Washington and Lee, East Carolina, West Virginia, Duke, Appalachian State, Furman, 15 of them. Way over on the right side, Mercer's got 1. Western Carolina's been in the league since 1977 and has never hoisted a championship trophy in the Southern Conference. Talk about what this means to this town, to this school, to this program.
These players,
it's a huge
everybody,
game.
alumni, everybody back today. This is huge.
And we've still got a lot of ball left to play with 3:13. 2-point play. Dickens in trouble. Nowhere to go. He's sacked in the backfield. And it's another failed 2-point try for the Catamounts.
That right there is huge.
What a job by the Bears defensive front.
Way to cage him, though. That right there is a cage like that Coach Jacobs did talk about right there, keeping him in the pocket. You see everything coming back. They did a stunt. They did a stunt right there to get number 91 right there, Swain to go around, now to make it open. They got the confusion right there by the old lineman, but what a great play by Swain and that Mercer defense.
Do you like the play call? Would you rather have seen him move the pocket, get Dickens out in space?
I personally would. I think Dickens is way efficient and can utilize, he has an option himself, and he's been a gamer. I think they should have went back to that one play where they moved everybody to one pocket where Boyd scored on
maybe even a 2-point play from earlier.
Honestly, yes, that the same one. I think that you got to find something that works from. But if I move Dickens out the pocket, I leave one guy open, but have everybody move. I know that's going to be open.
Well, and of course Dickens moving the pocket. Now you got to make that defensive back. Do I stay with my man in coverage, or do I go tackle the quarterback?
Make him hesitate.
Make him think. You know, defensive backs. Sometimes you got to make them think.
Yeah, that's a tricky situation. You're in the middle of he's running towards me, but my defender's right. My receiver's here, so it's like a little sticky situation right there. But that's something I would have seen.
And this is a critical mistake for the Catamounts. Give the Bears the ball at the 35. Kick out of bounds.
When you
mistakes.
3 phases.
Free kick out of bounds.
You have 3 phases.
Penalty places ball at the 35-yard line.
Everything matters. In a game like this, every inch matters, and that right there is huge. Giving the Mercer. Putting great position.
Again, I don't know why you don't just do what you've done all day. Just kick it out of the back of the end zone. Don't worry about a return. Go ahead and give him the ball at the 25. You're giving them 10 yards closer. And you've got an offense again now. Mercer with 2 timeouts and the 2-minute timeout.
If you're Catamounts, when do you think you should start calling those?
Yeah, I think you got to wait. You let it play out.
2 minute. wait till the 2 minute, then started utilizing them. See what my defense does.
Because you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You also don't want to stop the clock too short. If they go 3 and out short, you don't want to make it where they get the ball back again. 2 for 1 at the end of the game.
Very true.
Braden Atkinson, unflappable freshman in the backfield, looking across. He's got a man just off his hands. That is a beautiful ball.
Wow.
And a tough drop.
I don't know how much. I don't know how much better the throwing could have been right there for McDaniels.
Right out of the
honestly,
hands. Yeah, McDaniel.
He got open with a great route right there versus Scott. Good comeback route.
Yeah.
And honestly, you can argue Atkinson could have put it on the outside, but honestly, if it touched your hand, like my dad says, you got to come back.
Hassan Sykes, the best cover corner for the Catamounts, and was beaten on the play.
Yes.
Second and 10. Pressure coming late. Out of the backfield. Wow. There's the running back. He's all alone with room to rumble. 40, 30, 25. Trying to bring it down. It's going to be first down and 10 Bears inside the red zone. How do you leave a running back that wide open?
The thing is, when you look at the play, Miller is blocking. He chips over the defender. Then it happens. It's like, you know what?
Release.
Yo, I'm open. Nobody's around me for the next 40 yards. And that's exactly what just happened right there. Man, you talk about him being the, what do we say, rumbling, stumbling, bowling ball, running. But he come out the backfield and make a great catch play.
I didn't think hidden assassin would be one that we'd call him, because he's, how do you miss him?
Add it to the list. I'll write it down.
Run up the middle, spinning. Different handoff this time as they give it up the middle to Tyrell Coward.
Man, right there, obviously, Coward had to come in after Miller probably exhausted after that run.
Exactly, he's gassed, and that'll take us to the 2-minute break. Now the discussion is, if you're Western Carolina,
do you
let them score to get the ball back for your offense? Do you try to make the stop? Again, a lot of things. Do you like drama? We head down the stretch, 47-46, Catamounts in front, 2-minute timeout. Don't go anywhere. Daniel Hooker alongside John Brannon III and JB3. I'm glad I'm not one of those two guys. This is why they make the big bucks here.
Oh, no, for
Mike
sure.
Jacobs on the right, Kerwin Bell on the left. Again, they were very gracious with their time earlier this week and talking through this one. And all the talk is done. Final 2 minutes of a 1-point game and an instant classic here in the Southern Conference.
Yeah.
Second down and 7.
Oh, wow. They're
going to throw it out of the backfield. Harris inside the 5.
Well, we got
flag comes in.
What is it? We not. Whoa, what?
They never blew the whistle.
They never took him down.
Never took him down, never blew the whistle. There is a flag down. One official signals touchdown.
That's an odd play. I feel like everybody got to stop playing.
And now pandemonium turns into confusion. And we'll see what the official call is. The play never stopped. You got to credit Kendall Harris, who
just kept going till you hear the whistle blow.
Kept the wheels going. Looking for his third touchdown catch of the day.
See what the call is here.
Pass interference. Number 7 of the offense. 15-yard penalty will be closer to the previous spot. Replay first down.
And the plot continues to thicken.
So the person that caught the ball was passing.
Yeah, they called Kendall Harris for offensive pass interference on how he got open.
Wow.
And that backs it up now. And again, like I said a minute ago, you wonder, does Western Carolina say, all right, let them score? Put up a challenge, let them score to get the ball back for your offense here?
I think they might have called it on the
It might have been somebody,
player. Yeah. That's what I was about to say, because he came across the motion. I think it might have been somebody else that might have been blocking.
Yeah,
and
it might have been a pick,
made it,
like a pick play across the middle there on that drag.
I was confused for a second, but here we go.
2nd and long, pressure coming, dumps it off again to the running back. He's got a head of steam. I wouldn't want to try to tackle him. Pushing the pile, continuing to push it. And that clock continues to run meanwhile.
I think the biggest thing is also you got to understand some of these guys are maybe taught to even hold them up a little bit. Even though I know Miller is a big dude, big physical dude, but hold him up a little bit. Hey, let me punch out the ball.
This is the first
One guy holds him, second guy comes in and punches the ball.
Please put 1 minute 40 seconds on the clock.
So we're going to add 2 more seconds back to the game clock to 1:40. And again, this is all setting up after the big play.
1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock, please.
After the big play to
thank you,
C.J. Miller out of the backfield.
Honestly, if we were talking about it, Hooker, man, I think, one more timeout, they kick the field goal. Western has a chance with 1 timeout and go down drive right there. I think
both teams with 2 timeouts remaining.
Yeah.
It's 3rd and 12 after the pass interference call.
Exactly.
So if you get a stop, get the timeout, make them kick a field goal, then you get your offense back on the field. So,
so time could be on the Catamounts right here, but we'll see how aggressive. Knowing it's 3rd and 12 and they're still in field goal range, the Mercer Bears can be aggressive here.
Yeah.
They could take a shot. They could. This is not one of those, I'm going to run the ball. You're already going to call a timeout. I might as well try to take a shot right here.
Take a shot here perhaps and try to put it away.
Watch the middle of the field here. That's been the biggest exploit.
See what the Catamounts can do defensively against the Bears offense. Atkinson. Pressure comes. They kick it out in the flat. Mitchell, or Miller rather, bobbles it and is dropped at the 20. Timeout taken by Western Carolina, 1:35 to go.
Moore with a big play right there, man.
That's a big
Western
man making a
Carolina.
play. Moore.
Second and a half will be a 30-second timeout.
Miller upended. And a good play made by Ken Moore. And now you think field goal time for Reese Griffith. Ball at the 20. You think it's going to be spotted at the 27 for a 37-yard attempt. 2 of 2 from inside of 39 yards, from 30 to 39 this year.
Got to also talk about that angle right there, because this is on the left hash right now. And I know a lot of kickers love the upright straight up, but left hash, man. We'll see if he can put it in there. It's going to be big. This is what you live for right here. This is the moment everybody cheers. This is it right here. You can see the crowd, the sideline getting the crowd hyped up, so we're going to see.
11 of 14 on the year. Ball will be spotted at
the
27-yard line.
This is to put the Mercer Bears up.
Mercer looking to go for a 2-point lead, trying to win 10 in a row over Western Carolina. Snap back, ball down, kick on the way. Distance is good. The kick is good.
Wow.
And Mercer pulls back in front with 1:30 to go in regulation.
Some would say he got ice in his veins right there. I mean, you got the whole crowd. What'd you say, about 50,000, something like that?
14,500 at the height of the game.
It felt like 50,000. I'm sorry. I'm hearing it up here. It feels like 50,000.
Yeah, biggest game day atmosphere in Cullowhee in quite some time. And now it all comes to this. And if you ask Kerwin Bell, who does he want the ball in the hands of? That's 5 in purple, Teron Dickens. That's who he wants to have it. But I tell you, he's got a very stout defense he's got to face right now. The Mercer Bears, now they've got the lead back, and they can sense a victory. Hanging in the balance now.
Biggest thing here, man, you do got to understand your time management right now. You got 1 minute left, 1 minute 30 seconds left. You only have one timeout. There's going to be a lot of catch, get out of bounds type of situation. So
yeah, middle of the field, you know, you still got the timeouts where the middle of the field can still be an option.
Yeah.
But it's sideline, 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 first down stoppages. Order of the day right now. See if Mercer kicks it all the way to Dutton, and they will. They're going to take a chance with Dutton. It's going towards the sideline, and he's going to let it roll through the end zone.
It was like a 1 yard right there was a big difference in between being at the 35 right there for the Catamounts or not.
That's a 10-yard.
It just got in there.
A 10-yard bounce, so to speak. And the clock also didn't start because nobody touched it.
Not at all.
So it doesn't run any time. That's a heads-up play by Dutton. How about Atkinson? 23 of 39, 443 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Teron Dickens, 29 of 44 for 491. 7 touchdowns. School record, 7 touchdown passes.
We'll see right here what they got, man. I mean, Tyron's been a big thing right here coming in the fourth quarter, so we'll see in the clutch.
5 different Catamounts with touchdown receptions today. Dickens fakes the handoff. Pressure coming, looking out of the backfield. Pat Boyd is there. Boyd up and under, makes one man miss and then gets out of bounds.
Man.
It's a good positive first down game.
It's a good start.
Taking the C.J. Miller approach. That's the C.J. Miller play.
Really does.
Run it to the running back, or pass it to the running back out of the backfield.
Come on now, man.
First and 10.
As much as a game for quarterbacks, man, these runner backs have been coming out of the backfield. Well, I don't know whoever is in purple in the backfield, but and then Miller right there too. So
Dickens steps up. Pressure was there. Dickens
has
Dutton in the middle of the field. Dutton comes back to the ball and makes a grab. First down, Catamounts. How about Dutton? He broke off that route. He stopped his route and came back to help the quarterback. What a route by the senior.
Man, that's how you go to get the ball, man. You over there helping your quarterback, especially a guy like Dickens, who always is on the move, man. And
his feet made the difference. Timeout taken by Mercer. Now they want to use some clock or conserve some clock rather.
Timeout. Mercer. This is their second charge timeout. Will be a 30-second timeout.
I never envy the job of the selection committee when they have to whittle down 126 teams.
Man.
Many that are deserving. But how do you look at this game, the way it's played out right now, and say, SoCon's a one-bid league?
Come on now.
I don't see it.
Nah.
I'm gonna opine. I'm gonna jump on the soapbox.
You're right too.
The conference again has been very stout.
It's a completed catch beyond the line of the game. That plays under further video review.
Oh.
So now a review coming on what was thought to be a catch by Dutton. And again, this could be even big.
That's probably the reason that Mercer also called the timeout.
Yeah, give him a little more time to look at it here.
They're not going to review that, but hey, just to like make sure of it though.
Difference right now is a Reese Griffith 37-yard field goal that put the Bears up 49-47.
And a lot of big things are key that already happened in this game. There's a lot of two-point conversions that were failed.
Well, that's it.
So huge.
I mean, how many points have the Catamounts left on the field? Dutton,
that's a catch.
I think he got it.
Yeah, I don't think that's touched the ground
from that.
all.
I
that's
think
a quick review for me. I don't know.
Again, we'll see.
I'm not the guy in the white hat.
I'm not the expert. I'm not the guys in the booth. And give the guys in the booth a lot of credit.
Yes,
they get a lot of They get a lot of grief for what's reviewed, what's not reviewed, reviews that are overturned, things of that sort. It's an unenviable job.
It is.
We've done it to ourselves.
Yeah.
By having such great camera work. Kind of got to say that with our camera crew today. Mikey on graphics, Mike working on graphics, Roman working on graphics, George, our entire production crew, Devin on graphics today, working those and building graphics in advance, and just everything that goes into this. You see it on
the scenes.
You see it on Saturday.
Man, yeah.
You don't see all the work that goes in. Nevertheless, the fact that basketball on Thursday, basketball on Sunday.
The season.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all over the place. Another look at this right there. Oh, it's so close.
I feel like it's grass. Yeah. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, man. It's a blessing, and I appreciate all the work that they do, man, in and out. And I know it's a great.
Of course, Western Carolina might curse the camera work if this is overturned on the end zone shot.
Now the appreciation out the window.
But what a job. And the one thing I want to call out to make sure everybody understands, 95% or more student run. And that's that way across the Southern Conference on these ESPN broadcasts. And I'm always a big proponent of shouting out those always for the job that these students do. Students that are learning a craft.
For sure.
We're not professionals that you see on the mothership. And I think
it's always a great job.
Again, I think the longer this one looks at, the better it bodes for Mercer.
Yeah,
in terms of where this ball might be placed after what would be an overturned incompletion.
I also think the refs are taking it like, you know what?
They
this
understand.
is as big as, this is one of those games where it's like, you know what? Let's be more righter than right.
1 timeout remaining for the Mercer Bears. 1 timeout remaining for Western Carolina. And an extra long review. And the fans
maybe they're
have
trying to
turned
get
out.
time as well. They,
even some Mercer fans intermingling with some Catamount fans here. Maybe getting Thanksgiving plans together.
Yep.
After review, the receiver did not maintain control of the ball all the way to the ground. Therefore, it was an incomplete pass. Ball be reset to the 39-yard line, be second down. He's reset the game clock to 1:18 seconds, and Mercer is not charged a timeout.
So Mercer not going to be charged a timeout. 8 seconds added.
So basically, that's exactly why it took so long.
Yeah, like I said, the longer things go, you can sometimes get a gist and get a feel for how things are going.
I thought that was clear cut. I guess they seen something else, that the ball moved a little bit in the catch.
Or did it bounce off the ground? Did he trap it?
I
don't know.
We might not have seen that.
So nevertheless, it'll be 1:18 to go. Take it off the board.
That's a big play right there.
On the catch by Dutton. Bear fans coming to their feet far sideline. 49-47. Dickens in the backfield. Pressure coming. He dumps it off underneath. And that'll be a good second down gain out to the 46-yard line. Catamounts trying to go quick.
Back to the ball. Get the center. Get it set.
1:05 and rolling. Long run.
Third down, two. Got to know that.
Yeah, third here, under a minute to go. Zock becomes pressure.
He's open.
Tyers all alone. Tyers inside the 35.
Wow, man.
Keep in mind, a field goal for Western Carolina can win the game.
This is huge right here. Everybody's on their feet.
Going
are
quickly.
You not entertained?
They back it up to the 35. 1st and 10, Catamounts. Clock rolling at 48 seconds. Dickens. Pocket
taking
there.
A shot.
Looking to Malik Knight. Knight holds it in on the sideline in front of the Pride of the Mountains marching band. Sweet music for the home squad. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. 42 ticks remain. Teron Dickens delivering the shot to Malik Knight.
Man, what a play right there.
These two defenses on either side are straight gas, John.
Yeah.
This has been, it's turned into the track meet we thought. It just took a little while to get there.
It was one down to the wire right here.
42 seconds. Handoff goes to Boyd up the middle. He stopped, stacked up, no gain. Again, do you play for the, touchdown or field goal? There's the guy right there that could be the man of the hour. Marcus Trout, freshman. Talked with Mike Jacobs about all the youth that he's played this year. Kerwin Bell's had some youth to deal with. Dickens on the run, left side, around the outside. Dickens is going to get out of bounds.
Great decision right there.
On a straight quarterback run, and now it's 3rd down.
Mercer might be holding that timeout to call at the end. Ice the kicker.
Now the question is for Kerwin Bell.
They're probably going to try to center the ball, honestly, on this one.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him go with that and then throw it to the end zone. just because the way this is gone.
I think they might just take a quarterback run and everybody get to the center of this to make it easier.
It's going to be Dickens to the middle. He goes down to set up the field goal. 7, 6, 5, 4. Make sure you call the timeout. He does with 3 seconds.
Yep.
Timeout. Western Carolina. This is 3rd and final of the half. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
No one around Marcus Trout. Some of the Catamounts saying, get loud. Some of the Catamounts saying, hey, calm down. This is a big moment.
Nah, I think a lot of guys tell them to shh.
Yeah, wind negligible.
Shush.
It's going opposite of the scoreboard, which is always a big deal because sometimes that scoreboard can be a distraction.
Nah, for sure, the shine on it and everything.
Over on the sideline, the snapper, Emmett Rhodes, Chicago native, transfer from Florida A&M by way of Akron. The holder, Stephen Brantley, the junior punter out of Pilot Mountain, North Carolina.
This is it.
The kicker is Marcus Trout, the freshman from Cocoa, Florida. With 3 seconds left, Mercer not going to use the timeout. There he goes.
There he goes. I knew it was coming.
Waited to the last minute. Catamounts arguing that they don't have any timeouts. There was not the review. They called a timeout on the review.
This is their second of the half.
They do have one, though.
They do have one left because
I guess it's not on the scoreboard.
The scoreboard says zero.
The scoreboard says zero. So
scoreboard
that's why.
says zero but the review.
Yeah, they do have one timeout there.
Mercer was given a timeout back during the last replay review. Therefore, they have one timeout left.
Good explanation from our official and the right call. They took a timeout to get the official review.
Yeah.
But my opinion on it, honestly, on either side, it's kind of weird that you take a timeout.
Yeah.
They review it. And
then
you give the timeout back.
Yeah.
I guess because you won the, I don't know.
I guess you want it, so you don't really.
Yeah.
But
perhaps.
you called a timeout separate than a challenge.
Right.
That's my thing.
Either way, they're out of timeouts now. 3 seconds remain. Ball game on the line. Quiet it's been all day long. Snap back, ball down, kick on the way. It's up, and it is no good. They said he missed it, and Mercer gets the win.
He missed it.
And Western Carolina fans think they won it.
It's a confusion now on the field.
Catamount fans storm the field. Mercer celebrates on the field.
Wow. Just right. Just right.
And Mercer will get the win, 49-47 on a missed field goal on the final snap of the game. And now we have a situation to clear here.
Yeah.
Mike Jacobs and Kerwin Bell embrace at midfield, well, close to midfield, but a missed field goal, and that is how this one comes to a close. 7 touchdown passes, tying a Southern Conference record, but it's a missed field goal just right at the buzzer. Right. And Mercer gets their 10th consecutive win. They run their, in the series, they run their winning streak to 10 in a row over Western Carolina. 8 in a row on the year, and heartbreak for Western Carolina to fall on the final play. After the kicker was iced, it comes through, and Mercer gets the win and an instant classic in Cullowhee. John, your final thoughts on this one as Mercer goes to 7-0 in conference and gets the automatic qualifier.
Man, you're more entertained than anything, but right there, that's heartbreak right there for the Catamounts as you work so hard to get down there in the position, and it just short right there. But a great win by the Mercer Bears, playing a complete game on all 3 phases right there. So man, I'm surprised, but it's also been a great game been working too.
49-47, Mercer gets the win over Western Carolina. What a ball game from the Southern Conference for our entire crew. JB3 alongside Daniel Looker saying so long from Cullowhee. 2-point win for the Bears here on Homecoming Saturday.